sleep, I never eat, I never leave my house alone. Another evening in between what I believe and what I know and what I know. So I walked out the back before the second set settled. My debt, I'll miss the rest. That's fine, I guess. The cavern is a crowd around, and I could scarce get by a second breath between the press. Now it's 3 a.m. and I don't know how I'll get home. The way is barely paved. I can't keep my eyes from closing, so I'll hit replay. Faster and faster, dear. It's like we're moving backwards in your rearview mirror. The road eaten up by the snow, eaten up. I can feel, I know you feel it too. A little flicker on the path we steer of subtle flashing lights. We'll go faster and faster. This time my mind, it won't forget. This time my mind, we're not there yet. This time it goes faster and faster. This time my mind, it won't forget. This time my mind, we're not there yet. This time it goes faster and faster. Faster and faster, dear. The road's still moving backwards. Now it looks so clear. The snow eaten up by the road, eaten up by. I can still recall the twists and turns, but it feels so straight ahead, a little farther till the end. We'll go faster and faster. This time my mind, it won't forget. This time my mind, we're not there yet. This time it goes faster and faster. This time my mind, it won't forget. This time my mind, we're not there yet. This time it goes faster and faster. This time my mind, it won't forget. This time my mind, we're not there yet. This time my mind, it won't forget. And this time it goes faster. This time my mind, it won't forget. This time my mind, we're not there yet. This time my mind, it won't forget. This time it goes faster and faster. It's been a while, I've been out on my own. I get a little anxious when you call me on the phone. Somebody said that it fades away, but in the interim it was hard to see that way. It's been a while, I've been out on my own. I'm in denial about living life alone. surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when you call again, when you call again. But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when the tide comes in, when the tide comes in. But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when you call again, when you call again. Oh, I'm not supposed to answer, I'm not supposed to know, oh, I'll let the silence answer. I've got to let it go. Oh, I'm not supposed to answer, I'm not supposed to know. Oh, I'll let the silence answer. I've got to let it go now. We couldn't follow the fields, we couldn't live off the yields, and so we slowly slipped away. It was a city of jade from the year it was made, then it started to decay. But I'm still here. Lost everything, everything, but I know that it will fall. The crumbling walls, and it's all that is left to me. It seems like we're in withdrawal, but so are they all. And it's all that is left to me. I'm like your living to stone, I read it alone. And it's all that is left to me. Your love songs cover this home, but nobody knows. And it's all that is left to me. And in the temples divine, can tell her writing for fines, but then I know just what they'll say. You stood a mightier kind of calico baker pine, but then they started to decay. But I'm still here. Lost everything, everything, but I know that it will fall. The crumbling walls, and it's all that is left to me. It seems like we're in withdrawal, but so are they all. And it's all that is left to me. I'm like your living to stone, I read it alone. And it's all that is left to me. Your love songs cover this home, but nobody knows. And it's all that is left to me. I know that it will fall, the crumbling walls, and it's all that is left to me. It seems like we're in withdrawal, but so are they all. And it's all that is left to me. I write your name into stone and read it alone. And it's all that is left to me. Your love songs cover this home, but nobody knows. And it's all that is left to me. Written in the back of my old diary, I gotta break sometime. It's underlined in lead, scrawled across the screen beneath the spider ring. I gotta break sometime. I left it all unread. And the more I know, the less I seem to care. Weighted down by everything and falling through the air. And the more I hold, the less that I can bear. But hey, we all gotta break sometime. Cracked inside a kiln between the fire. I gotta break sometime. You glazed it anyway. Screamed across the city from a windowsill. We all gotta break sometime, that's all you had to say. But the more I know, the less I seem to care. Weighted down by everything and falling through the air. And the more I hold, the less that I can bear. But hey, we all gotta break sometime. Written in the back of my old diary, we all gotta break sometime. It's underlined in lead. Scroll across the screen beneath the spider ring. We all gotta break sometime. I left it all unread. Cracked inside a kiln between the firing. We all gotta break sometime. You blazed it anyway. Screamed across the city from a windowsill. We all gotta break sometime. That's all you had to say. And the more I know, the less I seem to care. And the more I hold, the less that I can bear. The more I know, the less I seem to care. Well, I lost my phone maybe 3 years back, and I don't have an address. It's a matter of fact, but I guess you tried to drop me a line. Yeah, I signed out and I unsubscribed, then I cut the cord. Now I'm not online, but I'll be fine. Yeah, I guess that I'll get by. Well, I shaved my head and I grew out a beard, and now I only wear plaid. I always let God steer. I'm moving to LA. I'm writing a screenplay, but it's not about you or what we were. It's about a new girl you've never met her. She's just got your name, and she looks exactly the same. Tell me you know. Tell me it's okay that I dropped right off the map, and I'm falling every day. Tell me you know. Tell me it's okay, 'cause you'll find me anyway. Yeah, if you see me walking by, well, I guarantee it's some other guy, 'cause I'm not there. I'm always elsewhere. I changed my name, I had it approved. They wrote it down, you won't see it soon. I guess you'll see there's not much to me. I guess for me there's not much to see. Tell me you know. Tell me it's okay that I dropped right off the map, and I'm falling every day. Tell me you know. Tell me it's okay, 'cause you'll find me anyway. And now you'll see that there's not much left of me. Well, once I hear I'll cross your path, I'll hurry away, you'll stifle a laugh. It's not that I'm scared, you just caught me unaware. Well, I know it's been a couple of years, but still I'm surprised we ended up here. We'll talk a bit to see what we've lost. You'll stop when you see you're a bit better off. Tell me you know. Tell me it's okay that I dropped right off the map, and I'm falling every day. Tell me you know. Tell me it's okay, 'cause you'll find me anyway. You'll find me anyway.
Hello. Oh gosh, that was a lot louder than I thought it would be. Hello, everybody. How you doing? I hope you are all having a good Thursday today. Hope you're all having a good Thursday. Let me say hello to everyone. I showed up last second. You did. Welcome. Hello, Mark. Hello, Quentin. Hello, Harunoko. Hello, Yukino. Hello, LX. Hi, Chizu. That's it. I think that's all the people I have seen in chat today. Hello, everybody. And lurkers, if you are here, hello. How are y'all doing? I'm playing Oh, I forgot how to say this. I always read this word, and I forget how to say it. Dissigia? Demoletta, welcome. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Are y'all... Oh, wait, I forgot. I gotta unmute the game. Are y'all ready for, apparently, sadness? Because apparently, people have, like, played through this... Like, when they played through this quest, I saw a lot of people get, like, really emotional. This Gaia, okay. Like the Titan. Okay. Disgaea. That's... Oh, that makes more sense. Sorry, I cleared my throat a lot. But yeah, apparently I saw a lot of people freaking out about this one. So I'm kind of excited to get to it, but I'm also scared because how badly am I going to cry? How badly am I going to cry today? That's a good one. Hi, Alpha Beta. How you doing? You know, hanging in there. Hanging in there. Jack, can I let you in on a secret? Remember how I've been saying work's been kind of a mess lately? I think one person was on the verge of a mental breakdown today. It's been a little tense. So, you know, I'm just glad I can be home and just play games now because work is done. It is now time for fun. And that makes me happy. Oof. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for them. It's one of those things where you're sitting there like, can I actually help you with this? I don't think I can. So you're kind of just stand there awkwardly like, oh, wow, that sucks. And you can't do anything. If you're ever asking a girl to cry, I know you will. That's fair. I kind of cry easily. Now time for a nice relaxing time with happy characters in total safety. Yeah, Chow Cho totally isn't held hostage right now, and the guy has already injured him, and you know has threatened to injure him more, and it's fine. We're just going right before the war dance, right? Totally right before the war dance. Reverse 1999 is a very relaxing time. I did play a little bit of Reverse 1999, and the time I did play didn't feel too relaxing. Reverse 1999 is actually a very good game, and I did have fun with it, but with all the other gacha games I'm playing, I have more fun with those, and so I've kind of had to put it on the back burner. And it makes me sad, because there's a lot of really good stuff about Reverse 1999, but it's like the visual novel-esque story. For some reason, it's so hard for me to get engaged with. It does happen sometimes, but more often than not, it's very difficult, which is unfortunate, because I really do want to see more of that story, but the way that it's formatted is very hard for me to stay entertained. I don't know, it's another gacha game, but it's like turn-based combat, but turn-based combat with a little bit of like, how do I say, resource management, because depending on your abilities, you have to gain and lose skill points depending on what cards you play. Kind of fun. You missed the recent anniversary celebration. That's right! There was an anniversary. Versus 1990. Say visual novels aren't my medium. I've played a lot of visual novels, but I usually enjoy playing visual novels when I can, like, voice act, you know? Like, do voices for the characters and stuff. That's when I really get invested. But when I'm just playing it by myself, it's hard. Versus 1999 is mostly the genres I like, but for some reason never got into it. I'll 100% honest, I started playing it because of Regulus's VA is Karina Reeves, and I really like Karina Reeves. From, you know, Xenoblade, I guess. I did miss the anniversary, but I heard it was good. Hi, Ram. Welcome. How are ya? I'm okay. I'm just glad to be home. Just glad to be home and resting. It's good. There's a new character, which is a Steam Aero Robot. Ooh! That is cool. I will say, I absolutely love the style of Reverse 1999. Really do. And like the sound effects that they played in it, like I always loved navigating the menus in Reverse 1999. It felt so satisfying. Xenoblade? Never heard of it. On this channel, what is a Xenoblade? Sounds kind of cringe. As I slide around. But either way, as I slide around the screen, we have a good time. Are y'all ready? I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready, to be honest. But I guess we're gonna try it out. We're gonna see what is gonna happen. I'm super nervous, y'all. Super nervous. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I always forget this. I need to turn on Nightbot. Because as I go through the story of Honkai Star Rail, there will be times where I'll be focusing on the cutscenes. And so I might not look at chat too often, but I am reading chat as we go through it. I might not be addressing it, but I am reading it. So please feel free to talk among yourselves as we go through the story. I do read chat as we go along. I may not address it, but yes, please feel free. And that's why I had to enable Nightbot, so that in case anyone new comes in and they see that I'm talking, Nightbot can be like, or see that I'm in the story and they're like, how come she hasn't seen my message? Just so that it can pop up every now and then being like, by the way, I am busy. Nightbot! Welcome back, Nightbot. I want to make more timers for Nightbot. Y'all seem to like Nightbot. Quentin said, in other news, my mom is buying me D&D books. Oh, that's exciting. What version? What version are you going with? Let me switch over to March. Nightbot, cool. Nightbot supporting literally everyone out here. Literally. 5e? I personally like 5e. I'm biased. I like the simplicity of it. Okay. In Nightbot we trust. Nightbot's got our back. The 2014 prefer... Is 5th edition that old? Oh my gosh, I had no idea. Although I guess it makes sense, because I remember back on the Chaos Counseling channel, we were recording Flashback, and we were playing 5th edition. Man, Flashback's another one of those series I kind of wish I had more time to put into, so that everyone could have gotten the episodes of it, but it required so much editing, and I got burned out. My Pathfinder 2 e-game starts... Oh! I hope it goes well. Your uber lawful cleric. That's kind of fun. Hopefully it'll fit with the rest of the party. Don't want to get into the 2024 books. 5.5? There's 5.5? I had no idea there was a 5.5. Dang. Also, we're finally here. The new area that I have been seeing and people wandering about.
Walk through here. We'll be able to see the War Dance's official venue.
Oh, this is kind of exciting. I will say, like, the whole quest leading up to this it's just been, like, building up to something big. And I'm kind of anxious for it, but I'm also a little scared because I'm like, what if it doesn't live up to the hype? But, like, I've had a week to sit on this hype. Ah!
Wow, so this is what it's like from the spectator seats? Look over there. That's the ring we'll be standing on.
Oh, Red Dragon Stage. Hi, welcome. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Okay, ring is there.
Master Yoon Lee, I'm getting nervous again. Can I really do this? Well, it's too late for nerves now. It's almost time. Almost time for what?
Oh gosh.
As I think about the mission General Hyan gave me, my heart starts racing like crazy. What do I do, Master Yoon Lee? It's when it stops beating that we need to worry. Just take in the atmosphere and prepare yourself. I have to leave for a moment and do some inspections around the ship. This was also part of Grandpa's orders.
That's gotta be code, right? That's gotta be code for something else.
I wonder how Master Yen Qing is doing over there. Hey, focus.
Okay, back to Trailblazer. That's what I was worried about. I didn't want to... Last week, I didn't want to, like, switch... I shouldn't have done that.
General, report! The teams are in position, and the Skyfaring Commission has taken control of the Starskiff lanes.
But yeah, that's what I was worried about, is that I wouldn't be able to walk around in that week. So that's why I left when I did. Right on cue, too.
Activate all side cranes and have them scan everyone coming in and out of the port. Remain vigilant at all times. Any suspicious movements must be suppressed as quickly as possible before the situation gets out of hand.
Yes, General!
You two, follow me.
Okay.
Moza's signal's nearby, but we lost contact just a moment ago.
Uh-oh. Wait!
He will be fine. Cloud Knights, search for the target.
Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I'm scared. Oh no, I'm scared. Oh no, I'm scared. There he is. Oh shoot, I'm scared.
All of you, get out of my way.
General, look there.
Wait. Don't go any closer.
General, I failed you. That mad dog left me here as...
A declaration of war.
That's right. I've been holding back the urge to slit his throat all this time.
Sorry, just...
Well, Lord Hule ordered us to remain here, just to see.
I like how, like, the instant he talked, you could tell he's like, yeah, I'm a bad guy.
If you, the great Merlin's Claw, mortal enemy of the Borisin, are able to join him in a little hunting game.
Hunting is not a game. It is a battle of life and death. Are you ready for your death, abomination?
Ooh. All right, it is time.
Save your breath.
Time to fight. And let me scroll up so that I can read chat. Our party's gonna... Mock, earlier you said your party's gonna be a mess. Part of a knightly order, believes in law and order is the most important thing. Ooh, that is gonna be chaotic. So I also noticed you guys are talking about D&D. Easiest way to get into D&D is look up beginner's guide. It's popular, that's easiest to learn about. That's true, there are a lot of guides for it. The hardest part in my mind is having to find like a group of people to play with. Wizards of the Coast isn't calling it 5.0. A lot of creators are using it instead of 2024. Interesting. Oh, I should have changed Numby. Haranoko, you said I feel like I'm too young for D&D. I don't really understand why it's popular. Well, here's the thing. In my opinion, it takes a particular type of person to enjoy D&D, because my roommate tried to get into D&D, and they couldn't really. But the thing that they hated about D&D...
A road of no return for all of you.
Sorry, I just realized their line. Warhead has prepared a road of no return for all of
Opportunity
you.
doesn't knock on its own, you know.
What a threatening song with this music on in the background. Fall behind, get ready now. Rise up into my world. Renew your definition. Anyway, my roommate hated D&D because of the role-playing aspect of it. Like, actually hated it. She just wanted to accomplish tasks and any sort of like...
Are you okay?
Any sort of like talking to people or like getting to know them. Hated it, despised it. It was like, we have a place to go. We have things to do. Why aren't we doing these things? So, D&D is not for her. I'm sure my friends would be down for D&D. We never gave it a chance. Oh yeah, if you got a good group of friends. Honestly, my best advice for D&D is to just have fun with it for the most part. But also make sure you, as you go along, you are paying attention to the rules, and if something comes up, establish more ground rules. It is okay as a DM to say no, but also, you know, if it's allowed. I would say look it up and do some research and see what people say. But at the end of the day, it's all about having fun and what works for you and your friends. Mock said it's hitting peak of popularity. Blaze is right. It's a game that relies on you wanting a lot of players' expression and stuff. Sounds like they need more optimize their table. Exactly. They didn't want any sort of role playing. They just wanted kind of like in essence, like an RPG, but without the role playing. They just wanted to like play a game and do stuff and accomplish stuff and feel good about it. There are two types of players in dungeon crawler players and murder hobos and the role players. Yeah, my friend is, or my roommate is, like I said, more focused on just trying to accomplish stuff. Like if an NPC says to do it, they will just beeline to it. That's it. I'm not imaginative at all. Well, that's the thing, is if you play with a DM and you are just a player, sometimes you don't have to be.
I wasn't able to save Jiao Chou. Hule was more cunning and powerful than I imagined.
Tell me, how is he planning to declare this war against me? With a one-on-one duel? Or with a hostage exchange, maybe?
Hule is planning on attacking the bustling streets of the Xianzhou Luofu.
Yikes. What did you just say?
Impossible. Even if there is still undercover Borison that we haven't sniffed out, Hule can't have more than a few dozen people. How is he planning on simultaneously attacking the streets of the Xianzhou Luofu?
He has an ace up his sleeve. Hule's body holds a plague mark passed down through generations of Borison. I've seen him convert a Foxy into a Borison wolf trooper with my own eyes. This is Hule's declaration of war. His blood. It can cause Foxians to rapidly transform and lose their minds. He has passed his blood to his minions, and is planning to spread it across the Luofu and stir up panic.
I wonder if the ones that changed, Foxies that changed into Borisons still maintain their sense of self, or if they just like change completely. I mean, if memory serves, we saw one just change, but I don't think we had the chance to talk to them. Accurate werewolf moment. Yeah. Okay, you're saying that there will be attacks all over? Evacuate all the Foxians immediately? That would cause attention.
He wants to encircle us in one fell swoop. This beast is truly unpredictable.
Contact the Skyfaring Commission and the Cloud Knights right away. Have them enforce a traffic ban and order all Foxians to remain indoors until further notice.
The moment you see your enemy's declaration of war, it means that they have already begun to take action.
But if Hule succeeds in getting this panic to spread...
Do you remember what I told you before? Hunting is about thinking the same way as your prey, not just mindlessly chasing after them. What Hule wants is to see everyone on the Luofu descend into panic. He wants to see us lose our minds and waste our limited manpower scouring every inch of the Luofu for signs of an attack until we exhaust ourselves. It's like that party game that the people of the Yaoqing love to play. They had an object under one of several bowls and move the bowls around and have you guess which one the object is underneath. The way I see it, this is all nothing more than misdirection. No matter what Hule does, there is one truth that cannot be changed. He is trapped aboard the Xianzhou Luofu. The only way for him to escape is to find a ship.
And the only ship he is able to see is... So his only option is the Sky Splitter.
Right now, the only ship he'd be able to see is the Sky Splitter.
In his eyes, that ship is full of countless hostages. That would be the best place for him to go. So, that will also be our final battlefield.
But if we're wrong about this, if he goes somewhere else, or if he does as he said he would, and his minions infect the Foxians everywhere with wolf blood, what do we do then? Are we just supposed to abandon those less likely locations?
This is another lesson that you must learn outside of swordplay. Weighing your options and making a decision. There are always questions that we will ask ourselves, but never be able to answer.
Giggity, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Before making a decision, we must destroy any hesitation that we are holding on to. Once we make a decision, we must fight off any regrets. There is a chance that we will make the wrong decision and allow our allies to be sacrificed in vain. There is a chance that we will predict our enemies' movements correctly, yet underestimate their strength and be overwhelmed in battle. But being lost in hesitation and failing to take any action will always be more harmful than taking the wrong path. We must make a decision, no matter what. Everyone, listen up. I will personally take charge of Starskiff Haven, evacuate the people, and prepare for any possible attacks. I will do my best to ensure that things are safe on the ground. Nameless, please lend us your strength as you did when the Ambrosial Arbor was reborn. I need you and Wildza to go in search of Jiao Cho.
Uh-oh, I'm scared. Leave it to me. I'm scared.
General, please entrust me with the safety of the Sky Splitter. I was originally meant to participate in the tournament, so now it is only right that I return to the Sky Splitter.
If Hule does come to attack the Sky Splitter, Lieutenant Yanqing, I need you to hold him there until I am able to arrive.
Please rest assured, General. If he dares step foot on the Sky Splitter, I, Yanqing, swear on the blade in my hands that he shall not escape.
Ooh! As the Cloud Knights set off fairies, they begin to cordon off areas. Ah!
Cloud Knights! The Borson have arrogantly decided to challenge us on Xianzhou territory. They vow that they will unleash a bloodbath along the streets of the Xianzhou. The unarmed civilians of the Xianzhou and countless visitors from afar are under our protection. Let me ask you, as Cloud Knights, will we allow the Borson to succeed with their plan?
Ah!
Be on your guard.
Gosh, everything's so tense right now. And she's so hot.
Calling Starskiff Haven. Have all Cloud Knights be on full alert for Borson attacks.
Feishal, the ports of Starskiff Haven are crawling with wolf-like creatures. They're moving fast.
Hold them back! I will be there immediately!
Ah! Ah! Shouldn't have done that! Ah! Thanks for the hydrate. Woo! Okay, wait, real quick. I saw chats. Katie, I love your model design. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. Pink Panda, Goddess Fox, hello. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Do you have her right? I can't remember. I don't have her. I chose Robin over her, but that's because Robin on a meta level would be more applicable in many of my teams. Please don't forget we could see your face through that bottle. Right. 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 Robin prettier debate me. After phase show, oh yeah, her technique. She grants herself a movement speed boost and will pull enemies along as she travels. More enemies are pulled to higher damage upon entering.
There you are, Feishal.
Madam Yukong, after 30 years, we find ourselves fighting side by side once more. It's been a while since I've let loose. Let's get this started.
Ah!
Remember, you are still on the Lawfu. Try not to go too wild.
You say that, but
Let's see. A short respite, then time for the next fight.
I should keep going, but real quick. I'm gonna get Miss Lingsha. Oh yeah, I think I remember you saying that. I hope you have real good Lingsha luck. The joys of a non-black and white model. It's been so great. I'm so happy I got this model. I'm loving it so much. I love everyone who worked on this model. So it just really made it come to life. All that matters is I have E2 Kafka. I can't remember if I knew this or not.
All together!
I think I know you had to spend a lot of summons to get it, and that you lost like a 50-50. I'm at 57 pity. I believe.
A short respite, then time for the next fight.
Wishing you the best. Can I? Okay. I guess we're going. Oh wait, we have to defeat this guy.
Let's save some time. All together!
Can't remember if I mentioned either. My memory is so bad. Oh wow, we're actually playing! Oh my gosh, look, we actually kind of have a follow-up team. We gotta actually have a follow-up team. I can't use her powers.
A short respite, then time for the next fight.
Bleh. I wish. How I wish.
We have cleared out the enemies in Starskiff Haven.
But it seems that there are fierce battles being waged at both the Exalting Sanctum and Arum Alley. I will prepare a Starskiff.
We cannot allow the fighting to continue. This is now a race against time to stop this farce that Hule has created. I know Zhao Cho always wants me to know my limits and not get carried away, but now is the time to bring this to a swift end. Contact the Exalting Sanctum. Tell them if they see a light in the sky, all units are to retreat immediately. Madam Yukong, lend me your bow.
Everyone, out of the way!
Uh-oh. Holy cow. She doesn't even use a bow and she was able to do that.
Oh, what a mess. I just knew it would end up this way. Every time she hits the battlefield, she makes a mess like this. She didn't even leave a single survivor to get intel from. One of these men must have known about Hule and Zhao Cho's whereabouts.
Is Zhao Cho still alive?
He has to be. A retainer like myself is nothing more than an insignificant shadow who stands by the general's side. But Zhao Cho is different. Without his careful treatment, the general wouldn't even be here today. Hopefully, he can use that silver tongue of his to buy himself enough time. Take a good look around. If you can find one or two Borisin that aren't dead yet, let me know. I don't care how tight their lips are sealed. I always have a way to crack them open and get the information we need.
Hey. Wolfie Tech Stories on YouTube. Hello. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Text? I think I said text. Can't remember. Hope you're doing well. Bro's a clean freak even on the battlefield. Yeah, when she was like, he always tells me to hold back. I'm like, oh, it's because of your condition. But now he's like, ugh, look at this mess. We can't even talk to any of these people. Mock, you said Feisha is what I like to call I can't believe it's not Emanator. Yeah, imagine what if she was.
What a terrifying attack. Who could have imagined that such astonishing strength would lie in the hands of a Foxian war slave? So decisive, so brutal. She is more like a descendant of Duran than we who have fallen to our current state. No wonder the Warhead has his eyes on her.
That's the fact that you still draw breath after an attack like that.
I remember you, Mock Talk. You are harder to kill than a cockroach. But the fact that you have willingly shown yourself saves us some time. It is not too late for you to surrender. Tell me, where are Hule and Jiao Cho?
Save your energy, Yao Qing monkey. If there is one principle that we beasts know well, it is that we might have to break off an arm to break free from a cage. Today, I will be that arm. I lived as a hunter for many years. Yet I have only followed the warhead for this recent, brief period. However, his existence has brought light back to our once blind eyes, like the moon of Verdantia. He has shown me the way.
Can someone tell me what Verdantia is? I know earlier, I think it was Demoletta, was asking if I had read up on the Borisin and Foxian lore. If it wasn't in the quest, I unfortunately haven't had time to read up on it. But can you guys tell me what the Moon of Verdantia is? I can't remember. Wolfie Tech Stories, you said, finally got Honkai Star Rail on my PlayStation 5, and I haven't played my account for so long since I installed my phone. I get that. I hope you've been having fun with it, though. Home planet of Foxy and Borisin. Thank you! That was the context I was missing. Special moon from Foxy and Borisin homeworld. Okay, so this kind of also ties... This also ties into the ritual that Hule was talking about, right? Because, oh gosh, my memory is so bad right now. He was talking about... The ritual he mentioned had something to do with the moon, right? And the heart?
The descendants of Duran have abandoned the Wolf's Creed. In order to ensure our survival, we took solace in the shadows and fed on one another.
Ugh.
We were no longer wolves. We were no more than rats, living a dirty and pathetic life. Thanks to the gift granted to us by Lord Hule, I have shared his vision and his blood. The descendants of Duran should live for the victory of the pack, and they should die for it as well. Come, Yao Qing man, show me your fangs. We will fight to the death.
Puh. How honorable, you mangy dog. But you seem to have misunderstood. There will be no fair one-on-one duel. Let's see how tough you are once we've put you down.
Okay.
Warhead's blood. It boils in my veins.
Long live Hule! The Borisin Resurgence!
Borisin Resurgence? You will pillage and murder freely, as you did 1,000 years before? The Xin will ensure that this is nothing more than your dying fantasy.
Woo!
The market is unpredictable.
All right, so we have a better idea of what they're doing. Look, he got... Wolfie got his wish. He was able to talk to one of them more. Good for him. Oh yeah, you guys were also mentioning the free model. Might have not found you. I saw it with the cat ears and Stray. Yeah, I'll be honest, a lot of people have commented on the free model and really liked it. They're like, it reminds me of Amori. And I'm like, cool. It wasn't intended that way, but who made the black and white? Let me get a link. Oh, I thought they were gonna talk more. The black and white model was done by, if you have Twitters, it's Sakurai Mo. I have it bookmarked.
Need to rush.
I had it bookmarked so that I could
success.
You send people there over there to check it out. But let me see if I can find it. Can I search? Aha, no. Where am I? I can't post it. That's exactly why I liked it. Yeah, it was not intended that way, to be honest. But everyone thought it was. That's the free model. It's funny. You know what's funny about that? I haven't even beaten Omori. So when people are like, oh my gosh, was this inspired by Omori? I'm like, I don't think so.
I must hold on. 0 points.
Shaboom!
The Borisin resurgence shall come.
Oh, did I kill? I don't think I killed him.
No matter how heroic your sacrifice, there is no honor in your battles or deaths, Borisin.
It seems that Moktok got what he wished for.
Hule, your declaration of war is over.
I don't think so, but we can pretend for now.
From now on, no matter where you run, General Fei Xiao will catch you and send you to the same fate as Moktok.
Your tongue is sharper than your claws. Don't stand in my way, child. Have your general speak with me. Our little hunting game is not over yet.
Stand down, Walza. I am here, Hule. What do you wish to say?
The Merlin's Claw. Though we have never met on the battlefield, I have heard many interesting things about you from both my men and your healer. The people of the Xiangzhou must be quite brave to allow a Foxian war slave with Borisin blood to ascend to the position of general. Has no one ever questioned that lineage of yours? Or could it be that your grand achievements were enough to convince everyone to keep their lips sealed?
I think she proved herself, to be honest, Hule. I could be wrong. I would love to know more. Also, Daniel on YouTube. Hello, welcome. How you doing? I hope you're doing well.
Claiming to have family ties with the enemy sounds to me like an attempt at asking for mercy. Hule, are you begging me for mercy?
I see that it is not only the ruthless blood of a wolf that courses through your veins, but also the cunning blood of a fox. When you think about it, this was a gift from the Borisin. Anything that we gift, we are also free to reclaim. The Merlin's Claw. I shall extend a final invitation to you. I will be waiting for you on the Sky Splitter. Before you arrive, I will slaughter all in sight, allowing the crimson moon that has fallen dim for over 700 years to once more come to life. I will illuminate this ship with the sheen of blood and show everyone just how weak and powerless the Xiangzhou is. Then, I will pilot this ship through every blockade and barrier you have prepared and begin my journey home. This ship shall be the flagship for the Borisin Resurgence. Before I finish these tasks of mine, you have a chance to stop me or die at my hands. This is the path that I have prepared for you.
I accept your challenge, Hule. Because the very moment you stepped aboard the Sky Splitter, you stepped onto your path to ruin.
Ooh. Ah! Ah! Oh, Yun Li! Oh, are we doing our quote-unquote inspection? We're doing our inspection.
I'm entrusting you not only with the honor of the ring, but also with the security of the Sky Splitter.
That's easy for my grandfather to say. But this mission doesn't seem so simple anymore. The first round of the tournament is about to begin. I wonder how Yanqing and the others are doing. According to the plan, I should seek out the Cloud Knight soldiers aboard the Sky Splitter and see if they've discovered anything.
Okay.
Maybe I should take a moment to meet with March before the tournament starts.
Oh, I can check up on March.
March is in the contestants' lounge right now. I wonder how her preparations are coming along.
Whoa, this place seems big. Let's see. Wolfie Tech Stories on YouTube. You said, I was so sad that I didn't get to chance to pull Firefly when I uninstalled. Oh no! I hope her rerun comes soon because, man, I freaking loved Firefly so much. Also, Harunoka, you're talking about playing Star Rail. Many have joined up recently, not too late. Better now than never. I was gonna say, I know you say, like, it feels like it's too late. It's never too late. Never. Listen, I'm kind of old, and a lot of people on the internet will often try to convince people like me that it's way too late for me to do anything. Even VTubing, people would tell me that it's way too late for me to even try to do VTubing. But the truth is, it's never too late. It really isn't. Never too late for gacha, just stack it with Genshin brain rot. Here's what I will say though. When the few times that you have watched Honkai Star Rail, you're like, I'm not really feeling this game, then there's no pressure. But if you are interested to see if you'll like it, there's no harm in checking it out. Plus, the benefit of having all this content is you can kind of take your time with it without fear of like, oh, I'm gonna get caught up super quick. That's always my suggestion when it comes to gacha games, is just take your time with it. Just have fun with it. That's what really matters at the end of the day. Don't feel rushed to catch up on the content. Just take your time with it. Much like Ichiban Kasuga, you too can achieve your dreams when you are older. Oh, you're not old. You can't be more than... How old is your bottle? My bottle's only a couple months. Oh, that reminds me. Chizu, you had asked how long I had the black and white model. To be honest, I think it was roughly a year I had that model. Well, almost a year. In October, I think I had that model for when I played Bendy. And then afterwards, I was like, I kind of liked using a Life 2D model. I'm going to try to use this while I go through the Fontaine Archon quests. And I did it for like half of the Fontaine Archon quests. And then afterwards, I was like, no, I just really like using this model. And then up until like last month, I finally got my own model. So yeah, a little under a year. There's a YouTuber called FlazeFires to watch if you're interested. There's also, there's a content creator that I actually really enjoy watching. And she's in her 40s. Like, it's never too late. Blaze is a mere 1 billion years old. Then the and is intentional. Oh, there is an and right before the 7. Yes, I'm ancient.
March, it's me, Yun Li. Are you okay? Ow, ow, ow! Just a moment, I'm coming. She's still a nervous wreck. You still seem nervous. I wasn't this nervous before. It's just being alone in this lounge, I can't stop thinking about everything. I mean, not only are we taking part in the war dance, but we have such an important mission to carry out as well. March, calm down.
Don't worry about your mission. I'm here to help you.
Don't worry about your mission. You have me here too, right? I know my grandfather said that you must represent the Luofu as the ringmaster. But don't let that intimidate you. Ask yourself. You are a nameless of the Astral Express. You have always been free to come and go as you please. So why did you board the Sky Splitter with me when my grandfather gave us this mission? Why? Because I also want the war dance to go smoothly. For us Nameless, even though we're just visitors at every stop, it was here that I met my two masters and made many new friends. I want the war dance to go ahead without any problems. For everyone's sake.
Good answer. The tournament is about to begin, so I must go carry out the mission that Grandpa gave me. March, may your blade be sharp and your victory glorious.
Thank you, Master Yunli.
According to Grandpa's plan, I should seek out the Cloud Knight soldiers aboard the Sky Speeder and see if there have been any new developments.
Oh, it's almost like a perfect circle. Wolfie Tech Stories on YouTube said I managed to pull for Fei Xiao. Wait, did you get her? I'm so jealous if you did.
Is that you, Miss Yunli? If there's anything that I can help you with, please let me know.
How are the Cloud Knights doing?
The Cloud Knights are all in position, following General Hua Yan's orders.
Very good. Although, there is one thing I want to confirm with you.
Do you have a way of identifying Borisin?
Unfortunately, we don't have any means to distinguish between Borisin and Foxians. However, you can rest assured that the Cloud Knights are working hard to investigate the source of the forged identities.
Wait, hold the frick up. Is this Dr. Ratio's voice actor?
However, you can rest assured that the Cloud Knights are working hard to investigate the source of the forged identities.
Kinda sounds like him. Kinda sounds like him. This is the part that I actually really like about Genshin, and that it gets to happen in Star Rail, is when there's a playable character that voices an NPC and you get to pick it apart. It sounds like him. It sounds like him. Ah! Tell me about how the Cloud Knights are currently deployed.
All Cloud Knights on the Sky Splitter have their own responsibilities and wouldn't dare neglect their posts.
Oh, that is him! That is him! There's a Cloud Knight in the event that sounds like Sayu. I wouldn't be surprised if it is him, but I'm so excited to hear. Wolfie Tech Stories. I got her, but I wanted to pull her light cone, except I don't have any more jades. Oh, rip. I would love both. Ugh.
March 7th and I could already tell. It's clear that every Cloud Knight soldier we've met on the Sky Splitter is an elite warrior.
What's stopping you? Sunday. And also, because, like, legit, if Sunday comes out, I'm tempted to go for Eidolons. I know that may be a little much, but if Sunday comes out, I'm tempted to go for Eidolons. That's why I want to save. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I have Sunday guaranteed, but I would like to get his light coat and maybe an Eidolon or two. That'd be cool, kind of cool. That's what's stopping me. I would like to confirm if there have been any irregularities in boarding.
Your timing is perfect, Miss Yunli. We actually just received an emergency boarding request.
An emergency boarding request?
It wasn't on the Sky Splitter Starskiff registry, but all the documentation checked out.
Who would be boarding the ship at this time? Where are they? I'll go check it out.
The Starskiff is using the contestant docking bay. Would you like me to lead the way?
No need. You have your own duties to take care of. I will be fine by myself. I have to check on this immediately.
Here we go. Plenty of people were surprised Sayu was Anton. On my corner of the internet, I saw people that weren't surprised and were just kind of waiting for the announcement.
Routine inspection! All passengers, please prepare for an inspection. So this is the suspicious Starskiff. Where did the passengers go? I'm going to count down from 10. If you do not come out, I will destroy the ship. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Time is running out.
We're just gonna skip pauses.
3, 2, 1.
Wait a second! It's me! It's just a routine inspection. You weren't actually going to blow up the ship, were you? Is that also some kind of Zhuming custom?
What are you doing here? You're not aboard in disguise, are you? What are you doing here?
Didn't little Yenjing claim he was going to give up being the ringmaster and go on the hunt instead? Help shoulder the general's burdens?
The Borisin on the ground suddenly launched an attack. General Fei Xiao was concerned that this was all a diversion by Hule. So I requested to come to the Sky Splitter and provide support.
Can't believe you ended up back here on the Sky Splitter after running around all over the place. But you're too late to enter the tournament now. Following Grandpa's plan, our disciple March is taking your place as ringmaster. Aren't you proud of her?
When I first heard the news, I was definitely proud. But also a little concerned.
More manpower is always a good thing, since the Sky Splitter is so large. Oh, and by the way, you should know that...
What's happening?
Does it feel like the Sky Splitter has slowed down? Could it be? Come with me. We need to check the engine room. It's the heart of the ship, so we need to prioritize its safety.
Oh boy, here we go.
The war dance is about to begin. Contestants, please make your way to the arena.
Wow, this is bad timing, but, you know, probably intentional. Event has a Sushan called When I Fin a Baddie. Context does not change how it sounds. Would you E6 Sunday on his rerun? It honestly depends on his kit.
The engine room is just up ahead. Let's go.
Before I uninstalled Honkai, I was Akurame, got both her and her light count. She's a really good unit too. Parnoko asked, do you like Scara or Sunday more? See, here's the thing. I like them for different reasons. And it's kind of hard to say right now because Sunday isn't playable. But I like both a lot. It's not an easy way to pick between the two. I feel like it changes depending on the day.
What do we have here?
I might say I like Sunday more. Possibly.
Strange. Why is there no one here?
Cloud Knights. They're over here.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
Should be lying alongside them.
This is my evil voice.
Don't worry, children. There's plenty of space to hide your bodies over here.
Even though I truly hoped that the war dance would go ahead uninterrupted, and that I was worrying for no reason.
Now that these guys have finally shown up, it's a huge weight off my mind. Bring it on, you abominations!
Do you like Scara on Sunday or Sunday more on Sunday? Yes, definitely Sunday more on Sunday.
Dirty tricks.
Right on time.
Watch your head.
Yes, you!
Let me do this.
Melt!
Wolfie Tech Stories, I really wanted to pull for Firefly. I got super lucky for Firefly. I was actually super worried summoning for Firefly, I'll be honest, guys, because I was worried that Sunday would come right after Firefly. But, you know, here we are, and we're doing pretty good.
If we found 2 wolves in the engine room, that means that even more abominations have infiltrated other areas. Hule is already aboard the Sky Splitter!
There's no time to talk about this. The war dance has already started. If my guess is correct, the Borisin will most likely use the ceremony to begin their slaughter. Let's go. We need to get to the war dance ring.
Alright, to the ring we go. You'll probably be released for Tease on Sunday.
To the ring.
I saw people wondering if he could be like released on Christmas. Just the thematic aspect of it. I feel like the easiest way to ID a Boris is just ask them a question and their voice is a dead giveaway. You're so right.
Right on time.
Just gotta question them, being like, oh, what did you have for breakfast today? Oh, you know, I just had a bowl of cereal. Okay, what did you have for breakfast today, Dave? I had a bowl of cereal. It's like,
Your answers?
Your Honor, we got him. Your Honor, we found him.
Answer me. 0 points.
I hit the mark.
Probably shouldn't have done this.
Within the self, not the sword. Strike!
Arnokos, should I pull for any of the characters on banner? Do an opal. Luckily, there is like a trial run you can do, and it depends. If I were to look at the banners now, you do have quite a selection. It is kind of hard to say because all 4 of the current characters on the banner right now work off of each other in a very different way. But in terms of 4 stars, Asta is a great Harmony unit that can help buff your team. You will get her for free if you do play a Honkai Star Rail. Luca is a good dot unit, damage over time. He works well with Black Swan and Kafka. And then Motza is a good follow-up unit. He's kind of like a sub-DPS. And he works well with Robin and Fei Xiao. So it's kind of hard to say. That's why I suggest if you do play this game to check out the trial runs, because you can try out each of the characters and learn more about their kits and what is going to be the most fun for you. If it were me, I would say Robin is a good pick because Robin is a 5-star Harmony character, and Harmony characters tend to be pretty good, and they will work on a lot of different teams. But if you end up not liking Robin or her playstyle, then I would say just focus on the characters that you like and have fun with. So those are my 2 cents. It's all good till you get a Foxian with strep.
Oh, your voice is all raspy. Wonder if you got a problem.
Do Borson like Cookie Crisp, you think? Remind me what Cookie Crisp is? Actually, I can Google. Google's free.
Yes, you! Let the valuation begin.
Cookie Crisp. Oh, the cereal. Oh, they would like Cookie Crisp because the mascot's a wolf. Yep. They 100% would.
The market always fluctuates. Whenever you're ready.
Only character I like that I know is Clara. Well, Clara is a standard banner character, which luckily you can, if you end up not getting her early on, there is a way you can guarantee getting Clara. So in that case, I would say Robin is a good unit that works well with Clara. Yeah, as Chizu said, Robin would be a good unit for Clara. But if you wanted to save your limited wishes, I understand. But just know that Clara is not a limited character, and so she will not appear on any of the limited banners.
Low risk, high reward.
In fact, I have Clara. Boom. Do I have any Eidolons of her? No, I only have her. Wait, she still has a 4-star boot? Oops. Also, I will say, Yun Li, this character here, she kind of plays similarly to Clara.
This way. We're not too late.
So, you are curious of what she's like? Clara is kind of like her.
You fool!
Yes, you! Low risk, high reward. Melt!
1 hour it has, but I think we'll go for a little bit more, maybe? Thanks, Elijah!
Bring mountains!
I hit the mark.
Ooh, and a straighten. Hold on, y'all. We got to straighten. We've gotten to straighten. Everybody, it's time to unshrimp. Ah! Ah! Hold on. Not done. Oh, there we go. Darkmanon on YouTube. Hello, welcome. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. We just took a quick stretch break. Thanks for the redeem, Quentin. Oh, hi, friend. Why are you screaming? When I get a stretch redeem, I just scream.
Yes, you!
Watch your head.
Because if I just acted normal, I feel like people would screenshot it out of context. So I scream instead.
Test. 0 points.
Doing good so far.
We would like to welcome all of our honored guests and contestants to the Xianzhou Luofu's Luminary War Dance Ceremony.
Oh, I'm scared.
We would like to welcome all of our honored guests and contestants to the Xianzhou Luofu's Luminary War Dance Ceremony. Before we get the first round underway, our organizing committee would like to introduce you all to a host known throughout the cosmos, Mr. Albert.
He's here?
As our special guest host.
Wait! Is he actually? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Let us invite our special guest host, Mr. Albert, to the stage to formally open the war dance.
Your war dance ends here.
I'm gonna beat you up for getting rid of my owlbear introduction. How dare you? How dare you interrupt owlbear's introduction? Death! Death upon you!
From this moment on, the Sky Splitter belongs to me. And for you, dear spectators, I have prepared a true fight to the death. Now, run for your lives!
My apologies. The spectators that you were expecting aren't here. Everyone here actually came to see you. Cloud Knight, prepare for battle.
Xianzhou swords, Cloud Knight force. Xianzhou swords, Cloud Knight force. Xianzhou swords, Cloud Knight force.
I see you are ready for me. That's fine too. Since you have all prepared for your deaths, come, give me all you've got. Entertain me.
Oh boy. 3 dual hours before the war dance convenes, the seat of divine foresight.
Surround your enemy, but leave one side open. This is your strategy for ensuring that the war dance will be able to be held as usual?
Okay. Quentin, I know you mentioned earlier, like, it's been 1 hour, and I was like, oh, we got time. I'm starting to think. I'm starting to think this is a good time for a quick break. I know we're in the thick of it, guys, but I just worry about stopping later. Since we're in a flashback, it seems like a good time. So we're gonna take a quick break. Real quick. So, how many times I say quick? Quick break. This is a good time for you guys to stretch your legs, get some water, do anything else you gotta do. I will be back in about 5 or 10 minutes every time. I know, right? You mentioned it, and I'm like, no, we got time. And then as time goes on, I'm like, no, you were right. You were right. So yeah, I'm also, for those who are on Twitch, I'm also going to be running some ads as well. So if you need to step away, this is a good time for you guys to do so. We'll be back in a bit. Wait. Is that the guy from the live streams? Yes, Owlbear is the guy from the live streams and also some of the trailers. But yeah, we'll be back in a bit. I forgot to click over. Only remind you so your brain thinks about it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Anyway, be back in a bit.
Like a hand reaching sparrow or a plane drops down a couple feet again to catch the wind that still remains, but I'm left breathless anyway. I thought the world ended in March until I heard the doorbell ring. Just me here standing in the dark, but I'll light up everything again. This can't be the end. This can't be the end. This can't be the end. This can't be the end of all that summer had to say. What little time has gone away, I'll glue it all back anyway. I'll glue it all back anyway. This can't be the end. This can't be the end. This can't be the end. This can't be the end of all that summer had to say. What little time has gone away, I'll glue it all back anyway. I'll glue it all back anyway. Baby, if you don't stand for something, how can you ever stand it all? And baby, if you're built on sand, you'll be swept back by the fall. Baby, if you don't stand for something, how can you ever hope to hold the weight of everything you own? Maybe if you build your house on sand, you can burrow deeper. Maybe it would cave on you alone. Swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. Swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. Baby, if you don't stand for something, how could you ever hope to hold the weight of everything you hold? Maybe if you show them all your hand, you can iron the creases. Maybe you can take it back and fold. You said it was all in the ether. Ain't something you said you could feed her. She said she was nothing but eager. Then you said she said that you couldn't believe her. Ain't something you said you could feed her. She said it was all just a leader. Then you said you swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. Swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. Swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. Swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. I heard that you weren't sure, and I called it off again. Now I heard that you weren't sure, and I called it off again. Box of bones upon this ground, I'd give it up just to burn it down. And if they die, you can blame it on me. I've been setting up gravestones in my hometown. I wish I had been born at sea, then you wouldn't care and you wouldn't know me. Ebb and flow, they just don't carry me home. It's only water and air as far as I can see. time when you would let me know, because your words weren't taken by your indigo, and I could write it all down in a matter of lines to read back what we had from a previous time. My ancestral passage here was written down each year by year, but the map is too old, see they've forgotten the roads, and so we're living by the creases. Spots upon this ground, I'd give it up just to burn it down. And if they die, you can blame it on me. I'd be setting up gravestones in my hometown. I wish I had been born at sea, then you wouldn't care and you wouldn't know me. Ebb and flow, they just won't carry me home. It's only water and air as far as I can see.
What's up? How are you guys doing? Hope you had a good break.
Hope you guys have a break.
Also, it looks like, Karnoka, you say you were playing Project Sekai? I hope that's been fun. Hope you've had a good time with that. You're asking about Pity. Is that for Project Sekai? Also, hello, Pillar Eclipse. Sorry I don't have the command for song to work. To be honest, I couldn't figure out how to get it to work, but I still do credits because I figure, yeah, it's nice to have it seen on screen. I personally appreciate it when it's on screen, at least. So that's why I usually try to put it on there. I figured out the song is right in front of me. But still, if the song command actually worked, it would give a link. But I don't really know how to get it to work. For Project Sekai, Star Rail is the same as Genshin, right? Pretty much. Star Rail is like pretty close to Genshin. The only difference is the quote-unquote weapon banner. Instead of it being like, here's 2 light cones you can pick from, it's just 1 light cone. But you can lose the 50-50 on that. And unlike Genshin, if you do enough standard banner pulls, you will pick your 5-star. Although Genshin now has that. 8-ball, do you exist here? I do not have 8-ball, I'm sorry. You know what I wanted to include? A quote thing, but I haven't done that set up. What does 8-ball do? What does 8-ball do? I saw a video of someone talking about it, but I kind of skimmed it. I'm back in time. Welcome back. Welcome back, y'all. All right. Are y'all ready? I feel like it's gonna be intense.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
Oh, snap! Dylan Becklin? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Dylan, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. There's no co-op, right? Nope. Like, you can have friends and you can message them and you can get borrow characters for other people's characters for certain things. But there is no, like, let me hop into your world and play together. Which, honestly, I don't mind. I don't mind. So, it's a win for me, but it is a con for some. All right. Let's get back in. Let's get back into the emotional stuff. Here we go. I'm scared. Okay, so they said that's your strategy for ensuring the war dance will be held as usual.
Precisely. When Hule escaped, we should have cancelled the war dance immediately. No one can predict where a wild beast like him will attack. Yet festivals and celebrations like this are likely to become targets. However, preparations for the war dance were in the works for so long, I couldn't bear to announce its cancellation. So I thought, if the show must go on, then let it go on. But that doesn't mean that the war dance we hold today has to be the real event.
Woo! Ooh, that is clever.
All we need to do is swap all the spectators and contestants aboard the ship with Cloud Knight soldiers, and the Sky Splitter, soaring high above, will become the ultimate battleground for our hunt.
But what do we do if Hule is not planning to attack the war dance?
Then we just need to draw his attention to the Sky Splitter. We'll have the Skyfaring Commission clear all transport lanes and cut down Starskiff traffic. Then, when the time comes, there will be only one ship in the sky, and he will have no reason not to attack. General Fei Xiao will be in charge of scaring the wolves and cutting off their other means of escape, making him think that this will be his best way out. Given that the Borisin already have insiders on the Law Fu, I will be in charge of putting pressure on them, making them focus solely on keeping themselves safe.
Very good. Then I'd better dust off my weary bones too. I will go with the Skyfaring Commission to guard the Jade Gate and ensure that things do not spiral out of control.
Knowing that Elder Huayan is part of our last line of defense is a great comfort. This hunt will make Hule understand that the arrows of the hunt will always be one step ahead of the abominations.
Oh, we're march!
That jolt just now. What's going on? It feels like the entire ship has started to slow down. Borisin must have actually infiltrated the Sky Splitter. Based on General Huayan's orders, it's time for me to take action.
Alright, let's see what March has to do. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Poor guy. Poor guy. Back from forcing my cat to eat her dry food. Have you guys had troubles having your cat eat wet or dry food? Because I feel like it's different with every cat.
You guys, you're not Cloud Knights acting as Borisin, are you? You're real Borisin, aren't you? Oh, looks like the General's arrangements are finally coming in handy. I need to find Yumi and the others as soon as possible.
What's so great about this update is that literally all the characters we have used so far are like follow-up units based. And it's like, I literally don't have to change my team comp because I've been running around with a follow-up team and it's been great.
SAS Perkibi. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Quentin, earlier you said no for music. I'm not sure what that means. Oh wait, some dry food. Beans doesn't like certain brands. That I have heard happens more often than I think people will realize.
The dice have been
Cats
cast.
also
Buzz.
has preferences.
Or maybe I'll take it all.
My cat eats anything. She scarfs down wet food and then really hates eating dry food. That's interesting. Because I think there's a content creator I watch, and I think their cat had trouble with wet food. I can't remember now, though.
If Hule appears, the Cloud Knights will assemble and do everything they can to suppress him. Master Yunli, where are you?
March, I'm below the ring.
Okay. Danny Pie on YouTube, have you rolled for Fei Xiao? I chose to roll for Robin instead, and it kills my soul because, man, I freaking love Fei Xiao. Bean won't eat raw meat?
Follow
Really?
the ring. I remember it being this way.
Under the careful planning and deliberation of the generals, you are about to face a powerful Borson enemies. You should make your preparations before advancing forward. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Master Yanqing! What are you doing here?
I was concerned about the safety of the Sky Splitter, and my dear disciple, of course.
That sound makes you sound so suspicious, dude. You're so suspicious now.
Yanqing, the wolf you are hunting is standing above us in the war dance ring at this very moment, facing the Cloud Knights. This war dance will not be seen by the people of the Xianzhou, nor will it be just a ceremonial sword fight. This is a battle to the death that offers no honor, only mortal danger. March. Are you ready?
I am March 7th. I am your disciple. Well, since I'm here.
Please. I am March 7th, a sword master who will represent the Luofu in glorious battle.
Yunli, Miss March, may your blades be sharp, and your victories glorious.
May your blades be sharp, and your victories glorious.
May your blades... Ah, forget it. Let's go and make this a quick victory.
March is like, can we go, please? Can we hurry up, please?
Let's go.
All right. The War Dance Wolf Hunt Showdown begins. Oh, gosh. Oh, no.
Such weakness is truly pathetic.
I've been waiting a long time for this, Hule.
I see you shall send some young cubs to the slaughter.
Remember this! My name is March 7th, Ringmaster of the Luofu. Can someone else...
Does the Xianzhou Luofu not have any worthy warriors?
I wouldn't let my guard down if I were you. It's about time this old wolf tasted defeat at the hands of a young cub.
Ooh, this is so exciting! This is so exciting, y'all. Okay, I should probably keep this on Hule because of the fire weakness.
The market always fluctuates.
And
whenever you're
now that
ready.
I've applied the Sifu on Dr. Ratio, I don't think I'll be needing to use my skill with March anymore, so I think we're good to do this.
Go Nappy!
I'm asking questions.
Okay. Do I wanna... Yeah.
Answer me.
Break you.
You think a little ambush is enough to defeat me?
Yes.
Just how long you are.
Okay, I was wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was not expecting you to freaking summon the blood mode. I was wrong.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, what's this?
SAS per Kibbe. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
I was looking through Rule 9 and misread it.
Same power.
What even? Oh gosh. Is it a typo? But it's not actually Trump, right?
Shall finally arrives.
Less carbs. The ancient move of less carbs.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
The market is unpredictable.
Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
Okay. Let us. All right. Stacks have been cleared. Hule is something. Hold on. There we go. Let me look at this real quick. I'm curious. Moon Rage and increases speed by 40%. While in this state, Hule gains irate. It can use Lupin. Chase calls Bloody Flame. The state will remove when the unit is weakness. Okay. Each stack of tape increases crit damage dealt by allies. Oh wait, that's a debuff. Perfect. Excellent. That's what I wanted. More crit damage. Unremovable. Nice. So far, so good. Borson leader who committed the 10 unpardonable sins, eternally imprisoned at the bottom of the shackling prison, bearing the hatred of 7 centuries of bitter confinement. The Lord of Wolves challenges the entire Xianzhou Luofu upon breaking free from his cage. Yet there seems to be another objective hidden behind his maddened action. Oh, trauma dump. I see. That's right. That's my rule number 9.
I'm asking questions. Answer me. 0 points.
Woo!
Awesome! You'll make good practice.
Oh.
Swing with all your might, dear cubs. You thought I would run. A wolf's path only goes onward. Running is never an option.
Less carbs! What?
Less carbs! Hit it with the chalk.
Better cut our losses.
The epic chalk of knowledge.
Test.
Woo! This one's almost dead. Okay, we're doing good. Stacked up on a lot of skill points as well. Ew!
The dice have been cast.
Ooh, this is a perfect time. If only he was weakness broken.
Why is Asia still not here? All of these cubs. Oh, if this goes on, they'll all be dead by the time she arrives.
Bro, you haven't even done any damage to me. What do you mean? You're the one that's about to be dead.
The market always fluctuates.
Come on, my dude.
Not bad. But take much more than that.
You okay?
Your big weapons are like blades of grass before.
Didn't take any damage.
I've had enough. Time to finish this game. What's happening?
What happened? No. Oh gosh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Wait! Holy balls! Wait, I get better luck. Oh my gosh! This poor guy! Oh, bud. Oh. A while ago. Oh no. Oh, I'm so scared now.
Secrets are a weapon that a hunter cannot live without. Those that have no secrets are no more than prey, cut open and waiting for death.
What you're saying is, in your eyes, I am no more than prey that has exhausted all of its secrets and is simply awaiting its death.
Do you think you have some other escape route? Oh, Jiao Cho, I have already peeled back your disguises and defenses, layer by layer. I know all the secrets that you and your general have buried so deep.
But you have told me all of your secrets too, Warhead.
Oh, but you will never have a chance to use them. You will be buried with them right here. Although, you are a fortunate one. After all, you will avoid having to see the tragic future that awaits your general. I'm sure she understands her fate far better than you ever will. One day on the battlefield, she will be overpowered by her ever-intensifying moon rage, and finally be torn apart by her fury and transformation. Not even your god can save her from this fate, although they can lead her to liberation. And the only way to save her is here, in my hands.
Are you the healer? Or am I? Are you really that certain of your own judgment?
I must leave, Foxian. But before I go, you know what I must do, don't you?
Drink blood wine. I hear it is a Borisin custom to kill prisoners and drink their blood before battle to stir up their madness.
You really did put hard work into researching us. It is a shame that this is where your journey ends.
Are you the healer, Jiao Cho?
Is there anything that I can do for you?
I heard that you saved me.
There's no need to thank me.
If you're a healer, can you cure my moon rage?
And what if I can? Do I just sit back and watch as you head back out to die in battle? Listen to me, child. Your condition is not suited for the battlefield.
Okay, then can you cure war?
What are you talking about? I'm just a healer. All I can do is...
So all you can do is heal us and let us go cure war.
Such arrogance, young lady. This war has been waged for thousands of years, and it will only continue. What do you mean by cure war? All you will achieve is getting yourself killed.
You healers work yourselves to the bone to save people, even though there will always be sickness and death. So we will also keep fighting. I cannot speak for the dead, but I know that General Yueyu, as well as all the warriors that never returned from battle, will not have died in vain. They fought so that others could make it home alive. Your actions are no different.
Jiao Cho, this is an order. Cure me!
How do we get a picky child to eat green chilies? How do we get a suspicious and devious wolf to drink down poison? I've already told you the answer.
Those who have no secrets are no more than prey. Cut open and waiting for death. Enjoy the taste of my fresh blood, Hule. Unfortunately, I am not a man without secrets. I still have one little secret hidden up my sleeve. Tumble dust. I drank it a while ago, and the poison is already flowing through my veins. Sooner or later, you will begin to feel the effects. If the most lethal poison known to this world is able to save innocent lives, then it can also be called a great medicine. I will do my best to cure you. Fish out. I kept my promise. At the cost of this insignificant life. Bring victory to the Yaoqing.
Okay, but first of all, your life's not insignificant, but like what?
Soon, you
It's even colder!
Let's go! But also, tumble dust! Ah.
This is our chance.
It's time for us to put this dog down.
Sounds like they're not too surprised, though. Hold on. Wait. Tumble dust at the start of each turn consumes 5% of this unit's HP. So, Zhao Cho had this the whole time? Oh.
Oh, come on!
The market is unpredictable.
Right!
Investing in victory!
Game! Mock earlier, happy, relaxing story. Yeah, I feel so relaxed, guys. I'm not shaking at all.
Show you what I can really do.
I could skip across a bed of flowers. I'm so relaxed at the situation that's going on right now. Oh my gosh.
0 points.
Okay, but I will admit, there's something I saw that makes me hopeful that Zhao Cho isn't dead. But it sure feels like it.
Your dirty tricks, alright. Watch your head.
Time for sadness. It's time for less carbs, right? And we have Azure Twilight. Less carbs fights. Yeah. Time to be healthy and happy.
A pathetic little poison like this. You think this is enough to turn the tide of battle?
I mean, it seems to be working so far.
Watch your head. The dice have been cast. Bust.
I haven't been paying attention, and it looks like I'm not fighting efficiently.
SAS Percipi. Knowledge, the measure of truth.
Right. Focus. Put that on.
Not mean. You can defeat me.
I just saw your comment, Quentin. TBH, my favorite way to neutralize an immortal is to give them super cancer. Yeah, that shit. Like, oh, we can't seem to, like, hurt you, so let me ingest something and then you ingest it!
That does not mean you cannot be overpowered. Hule, take a good look. The power of the Cloud Knights is in my blade.
Freaking the most deadly poison?
Your dirty tricks, alright. All in.
If I press, it's because I'm trying to balance. No worries. I understand, Philly. It's all good. Pat, time. No, you're good. I saw your comment earlier. I've been crying for 10 days straight. I was just in the story. I was like, I can't. But how you doing, Pat? I hope you're doing well. Super Cancer's the new pocket sand. Always gotta have a little bit of tumble dust on you, I guess.
0 points.
Gonna fight vampires by eating handfuls of garlic and chugging holy water? Has that happened in media?
Impossible! How could a mere whelp defeat me?
Uh-oh. He remembers from Jiggly's fight! I did this quest! Yo! Let's go, Ying-Ching! No! I'm so proud! Just in time. Yang-Ching is temporarily joined the party. I don't even own Yang-Ching, but I have 3 of his frickin' light codes.
Rise.
We can discuss the situation with the current companions. Can I talk to you guys?
Oh, I was so scared. I thought you were a goner there. We're so lucky the General made it in time.
Yang-Ching, that was amazing. That final blow you dealt to Hule. How have I never seen that before?
That was my special finishing move. Was it really us who defeated Hule? No, let him brag. He finally gets a chance to brag this whole friggin' time. Brag.
Do you want to learn it? I can teach you. But I'll need some time to heal up first.
I hate to say it, but if you can teach me that move, I'll maybe admit that you're just a tiny little bit stronger than me.
Whew. Hey, Fei Xiao.
The hunt is finally over. Thank you for holding out so long. The Cloud Knights are withdrawing as we speak. Lieutenant Yang-Ching, how are you holding up?
I could take on Ted Moore. How are things on the ground? You saved my life there. I believe you did tell me the plan. No. Let's thank her.
I thought I was done for.
I wouldn't want General Jing Yuan to lose the disciple that brings him so much pride. When I sensed that Hule was not on the ground, I raced to get here as quickly as I could. Who would have imagined that I would arrive late to the battlefield for the first time in my life? No. Perhaps you young ones' blades were just too fast for me. I originally thought, in the best case scenario, you would team up and hold this beast back while protecting yourselves. However, you joined forces and defeated Hule. The youth are truly to be feared and respected. Come, we need to lock up Hule once again before anything unexpected happens.
Can I actually talk to her again?
Lieutenant Yang-Ching.
Oh yeah, we could check out some of the other options. Let's do it.
I've never been better. I could take on 10 more Hules.
Take it easy, young one. Your wounds look quite severe. I'll have the Alchemy Commission healers see to you when they arrive. Who would have imagined that I would arrive late to I originally come?
Let me see what the other options are.
Lieutenant Yang-Ching.
I'm so happy that Yang-Ching finally got to prove himself. Because up until this point, it's one of those things where, like, the game, like, he's written as, you know, like, oh, he is, like, a disciple of Jing Yuan, so he's really good. But we keep seeing him in moments where he fails. But we finally got to see him actually show just how good he can be. And he's come such a long way since we first met him. So I'm so happy for him.
General, is everything okay on the ground?
Everything's fine. We were able to suppress the Borson attacks. When I sensed that Hule was not on the ground, I raced to get here as quickly as I could. Who would have imagined?
Come. I was attacked by the fan club. Well, see, here's the thing. We've talked about Yang-Ching before here. We've had mixed opinions on Yang-Ching, but previously on other live streams, we've talked about how, like, he's supposed to be good, but the game keeps presenting him in a way where it feels like he's not doing good. This is the first time where we actually are seeing him do good. So it feels like a long journey. But yeah, we have talked about it here. In general, most people here are kind of... There's a few people that like Yang-Ching, and then there's a few people that are just kind of like whatever about him. But one thing we can agree on is that he finally got to prove himself. He gets Worfs a lot. Yeah. He finally got to show what he's truly capable of, and it makes me so happy, especially because I did his companion quest recently.
The hunt is finally over. Lieutenant Yang-Ching.
When I did his companion quest, it was really kind of insightful to just, in a way, like, see where his arrogance is, but also seeing him get humbled and him learning that he has a long way to go, but also in a way where this super powerful person looked at him and was like, you have potential. You really do. And I think that's really needed for his character. And now we see it again. He's got potential.
General, I can't believe you didn't tell me about the plan for the Sky Splitter.
Don't blame me. This was your general's idea. When he learned that you gave up being the ringmaster to join my wolf hunt team, he insisted that I hide the plan from you. Perhaps he thought your impatience would mess things up. Well, you may have run all over the place, but you ended up back here, did you not? Who would have imagined I originally come?
He's 100% a Worf effect, for sure. I feel a bit pissed because they spent a lot of time on a character we already knew instead of new characters. See, I don't think it's to me. If Genshin did more of that, I would be way happier. I was gonna say, to me, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, because for me, I felt the Xianzhou Luofu's pacing overall was all over the place. It was actually, the Xianzhou Luofu story is actually my least favorite part about Honkai Star Rail. It almost made me quit this game. I am not gonna lie. I did not like how it was executed. So to me, them taking time to kind of expand on characters we've already known while also introducing new characters, it's helped me gain a better respect for the Xianzhou Luofu. So for me, what they did here, I thought was good because I felt it was needed for world building and also for the characters. With that out of the way, let's talk to Hule.
Such an unforgettable blade. So similar to the one wielded by that woman who defeated me all those years ago. Over 700 years have passed, and I thought I would have a way to overcome it by now. But in the end, my fangs and claws were too slow. You won, child.
Stop struggling, Hule. There's plenty of time for you to be tortured by your regrets when you go back to the shackling prison.
Yes, I was defeated, but this was not unexpected. And regardless, you still showed your face, Fei Xiao.
I just remembered a cutscene that I haven't seen yet that I saw in the trailer. Deal with Hule. Well, I guess we're doing it. I recognize that silhouette. You got me. I recognize that silhouette. Okay. Physical, fire, and quantum. Pat on YouTube. Twitch don't work for me. Oh no! I'm sorry. Twitch is being weird for you. You could switch Yangqing for it. If I hit challenge, will it? I'd still be able to change characters, right? Because it usually with this you can change characters like right before. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, we can get Yangqing. But here's the thing: he's ice, and it doesn't say we need ice for this. So I'm like a little hesitant to use Yangqing. Should we use Yangqing or should we use other characters? I could bring in my Firefly team. We could bring in my Firefly team. Probably will be fine. What type of team should we have for this? I apologize in advance if I... Oh, Pat on YouTube says, I apologize in advance if I find some way to bring up some June. That's good. You gotta use this team. So I have to have Yangqing? Boot Hill worked for me. Ooh, that's awkward. I have Boot Hill. Demoletta said, I hope the new characters don't get pushed aside in future. It is because Yangqing needed screen time. For sure, I do agree that it would be nice to focus on new characters as well. But in this circumstance, I felt like it was done well. Yangqing solo? I don't think I can do that. I'll add Yangqing, but I don't think I can do it. What would a good Yangqing team be? Yangqing and... Yangqing has follow-up, doesn't he? Does he have follow-up? Not as much as I'm thinking, probably. The hard thing is... I could put in Firefly, but with the setup, it doesn't really make sense. Like with Team Comp. Okay. Hold on. Let's have fun with this. If I end up struggling, we'll just do Firefly. It's fine. Let's bring... Jeez, I don't have characters. I don't have characters. We have Yangqing. I can't think straight. Yangqing, I could bring in... Ron-Mei is always good. I could bring in Asta? Technically? But then that's 2 Harmony units. That's kind of feels overkill. Richard, hi, welcome. Hi, dude, hope you do well. I see people going feral over Boot Hill, and very valid. Qingchua's time to shine. My Qingchua sucks. Although, do have a Zhuyi. But yeah, my Qingchua is not the best, unfortunately. Her kit kind of sucks. Well, I guess I should say my build for her sucks. But it would be her time to shine. Okay. So far, this is what we have. Want a shielder because of Yangqi's terrible kit. Could bring a Venturine. We could bring a Venturine. Although, I think... Oh, that would be good. He takes damage, he loses buffs. Never mind. Get him away from a Venturine. That would work. I will run Qingchua to the day I died. She's really fun. I just haven't had time to like grind her out for her to be epic for me. But she's such a fun kit. Just makes me sad that her damage is so subpar. Okay. We have Yangqing. We have Venturine. The only person that is going to be able to weakness break this, though, is Zhuyi. So maybe I shouldn't have Ron-Mei. Maybe I should have... I mean, I could do, like, Himiko. This is a wild team, by the way. This team doesn't really have, like, the best of synergy, I'm not gonna lie. It feels all over the place. Man, if I had Fushun, I could definitely use that for the Quantum. What is QQ? Oh, QQ is, this character. Her name is Qingchua. People usually just do QQ because, it's easier to type. But this is Qingchua. She's a free 4-star that people can get, and she's actually really good. It's just my build for her kind of sucks. Like, look at this crit ratio. Look at this crit ratio. I did Buhil, Ron-Mei, and Gallagher. But that's the thing, is I don't get Super Break if I do that, though. Not a lot, at least. Enemy can't foresee chaos. You know what? You know what? Let's see how badly this goes. Let's see how badly this goes. Let's try not to be as optimized as possible.
this for so long. Our little hunting game has finally reached its climax. I told you before, I had a path prepared for you.
Here's the cutscene.
As I meet my demise, so shall the entire Xianzhou Lafu. The crimson wound in my chest will make this place shine with blood. I will drive all Foxians to madness in their fear, craving slaughter without end. What now? They shall.
This is the heart of the Borisin Warhead, a product of the Plague Mark. I'll leave the next part to you.
I don't understand.
We cannot allow this thing to spread. I will do all within my power to consume this crimson moon. Once the situation changes, Lieutenant Yanqing, you are to enforce the Cloud Knight's military rules. Understood.
Uh-oh.
General!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm scared. I'm scared. Woo!
Die, Borisin.
What? We clearly don't have wolf ears.
Here's the fight! I will not allow any of you to leave the Sky Splitter.
Does she think we're her enemies?
Hule just wanted to take down the general, even at the cost of his own life. Snap out of it, General!
I'm so excited.
No dirty tricks,
Now you get evil, murderous, evil woman. Why are you scared? I thought you want this version. I'm simultaneously scared and yet so excited! This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. I should speed this up.
The dice have been bust.
Ow!
Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Just when I thought we'd get a minute to catch our breath. What do we do? Do we fight or run?
After all this, do you still think running is an option?
I probably shouldn't have.
Resistant!
Shield up.
Devour you!
Got an additional action. Times 1 speed exists. Yes, I usually play in times 2 speed, but 1 time speed exists. For moments like this.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. And I'm no exception.
It's time.
As I do 3,000 measly damage.
No air misses the Marstruck. Execute the Marstruck!
I'm a dedicated 1 time speed player. I don't got time for that, man.
Sure, I'll play along. Spend freely.
Horrified, aroused, you could say. I love that term.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. No dirty tricks.
So far, the music's a little interesting. It's nothing too stand out, though.
No air misses the Marstruck. You won't get away. You could have surrendered. Time for sword blade and fight!
Drop the horrified at your correct.
Pray, I will devour you.
Hedge your bets.
Okay, let me think. We do so little damage, but hey, that's fine.
Not worthy.
Watch your head.
Do you admit this crime?
If it moves, it's Mara struck. I mean, in a certain way, it could be considered Mara struck, yes.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Sure, I'll play along.
Quentin, you said, sorry, I had to do something. Fighting stole her hot pocket. So the big bad monster man decided to sacrifice himself to unleash this
By the order of the Ten Lords, execute the
essentially field. Kool-Aid lost to Yang Chi and Ko. Fei Xiao arrived. Kool-Aid ripped out his heart, and it was gonna make every Foxian go insane. So Fei Xiao ate it. Now she's crazy. Basically, yep.
Dice have been bust.
In order to try to save everybody, she consumed it, and now we have to stop her.
Not worthy.
That's a better way if I was gonna put it. I was like, he made a field, he put out a field, and the field was bad, and Fei Xiao was like, I know, I'll eat the field effect, and that'll stop it.
You won't get away. No amnesty for Marstruck.
I have the power.
Woo, Edie thinks we shouldn't. Yay! Gaming!
Bladed flight!
We're 2% bad.
Watch your head.
We can't let her get away! But do we stand any chance at all?
She said, I'll leave the next part to you. She put her faith in us! Trying.
I promise. I will cure you. Fei Xiao.
No one can live forever, Zhao Zhou. This time, I must break my promise. Is this the Sky Splitter? Or somewhere else?
Lieutenant Yanqing, you are to enforce the Cloud Knight's military rules. Understood.
Whoa, hold on. Sorry, I just saw something. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, okay. Sorry. Sorry about that. I got a notification on my phone and I didn't know if it was serious or not. I quickly skimmed it. I was like, that sounded serious. But we're good, we're good. Battle Center the Vine. We're in the domain expansion.
We can't let her get away! Snap out of it, General!
You always lead the hardest battles for yourself. Even now, you would never run away. Isn't it strange? That as your enemy, I understand you even better than your own allies.
Ule?
This rage, I remember the taste. I know that it was never victory that it thirsted for, but the hunt itself.
Can we, real talk, can we just pause again and appreciate Hule's voice actor? Like, we have heard him in so many different ways. He comes up, like, sure, we've had like this very like sinistering, I'm powerful voice, but now we have like the sinistering, but it's like a calm voice. I don't know, I just appreciate the range that he was able to put, or they were able to put into the character. His own voice. It's a good voice. Very well done.
Isn't that right, Fei Xiao?
You shouldn't be here. I saw you die with my own eyes.
Just consider me a figment of your imagination. Before every hunt, I make preparations for defeat and retreat. But not this time. This time, defeat was exactly the ending I was racing towards. When I learned your story from Jiao Chou, I realized that he had always been hiding a secret, and that not even the healer himself understood the meaning of this secret. What an ironic fate, don't you think? All this time, waiting for this day to come. I never imagined that this was how it would turn out. But I accept it. Now, let us break through the ironclad defenses of the Omnipotent General's heart and see what secret she has hidden in those deepest, darkest corners.
Oh! I'm scared, but I'm so excited and scared. Lule sounds like a feral berserker and a warrior philosopher at the same time. That's a good way of putting it. Demoletta kind of makes me sad we lost Duke Inferno's VA. Who was Duke Inferno's VA? Or is it just because of what happened to Duke Inferno?
No. Please.
Oh. Don't know if I'm supposed to do this, but sympathy.
Familiar smell of death, like a vulture.
Qianzhou's cover-up? Doubt? The universe in its original form.
I'm sure that the people of the Xianzhou have shown me these familiar scenes countless times. But they only showed you what they wanted you to see. They have you fight to save the weak. But what they never told you is that when all the pretenses of kindness and compassion are stripped away, this is how the universe is meant to be. When the Xianzhou is weak, they play the victim so they can win your sympathy. When they are strong, they make you their avenger and have you fight in the name of justice. I found it. This is your shadow of doubt.
Your so-called survival of the fittest is nothing but an excuse. You cannot weaken my resolve, Hule.
Blinded by the fury of your moon rage, you slaughtered your allies. Merlin's Claw, you have betrayed the Alliance.
Trade? Moonrage? Death? Betrayal? Enemy of the Xianzhou? Fear? Betrayal of trust? You're also an abomination. Monster.
Your actions are no different from those of the abominations we stand against.
At the end of the day, it is the blood of the abominations that runs through your veins. One day, you will inevitably become an enemy of the Alliance. Cloud Knights, formation!
You ran into the arms of your new master's army without hesitation. You thought that you had found freedom, respect, and recognition. But you were wrong. They know all too well that a wolf will always be a wolf. Now your greatest fear is about to come true. You have become an enemy of the
terror within me. Yet all of this is nothing but a phantom!
You have returned, Lord Facial. The warhead has returned.
Orson of the future. Turn to the path, a new path.
It's time to return to the pack, Facial. No matter how deep the hatred you bear for the Borson, no matter how much we may consider each other enemies, I will still show you this path that you never imagined was available to you. Because you made a choice. You devoured the Crimson Moon. You are worthy to become the Borson's warhead.
What did you say?
The descendants of Duran who came to rescue me hoped with all their hearts that once I regained my freedom, I would be able to turn the tides of battle and change the fate of our people, allowing the Borson to return to their former glory. But this was just a dream used by someone with ulterior motives to manipulate the Borson.
I do partially wonder if this is still part of the seeds of doubt that Jiao Cho was able to plant, or if there's actually some truth to it. But it is fascinating that he believes this.
They would rather place their hopes of survival on an imaginary savior than gain the courage and strength to fight to the death. Borson like that deserve no more than to be sent to their deaths. And I, a prisoner who was held captive for over 700 years, a criminal of war who was deprived even an honorable death in battle, would become a puppet upon my return, at the mercy of others. This is a fate that I will never accept. For those who are truly strong, Foxian and Borson are no more than labels. Someone who is truly strong chooses their own path. I will create that new path for myself. I will pass the right to decide the destiny of the Borson onto you, former Borson war slave and future Foxian ruler.
I mean, he kind of implied it before that he, or someone did that, like Fei Xiao had the potential to be the ruler of the Borson, right? No.
Your healer, Jiao Cho, served you with such loyalty. He was even willing to die in order to cure your moon rage. I told him before that the only way to save you lay in my hands.
I gotta say also, I really like the atmosphere that they've created here. It just makes me a little sad that I'm having such a hard time hearing his voice. But the atmosphere is great.
If you just nod your head, you will awaken from this nightmare that the Crimson Moon has inflicted on you, and your body will be born anew. From that moment, you will no longer be trapped by your rage. Your doubt will be swept from your mind like dust, and your fear will naturally disappear.
So this was the path that you prepared for me. To become a new you.
That's right. We are so similar after all. We are both monsters that were born for war, and will die for war.
I'm sure my answer doesn't need much explanation. I refuse.
Yeah, girl!
I told you before, Foxian and Borson are no more than labels. You can be whoever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. Accept these truths, and the Borson will bow to you, to servants of the Xianzhou. You are free to do as you please. Carve your name into the Xianzhou's history books. Into the list of arch enemies. You have the final say.
You do not understand, Hule. You have no idea what it is that I truly desire. When I was just a child, I stained my hands with blood for the first time, in order to escape the whips and shackles of the Wolf Masters.
Nirgal, don't stop! Keep running!
Wait, we gotta pause and appreciate the art. I'm so excited to learn how this happened. I really love the art that they do for these cutscenes. Can I just say, really love the art they do for these cutscenes. Okay. Tell me what happened.
I can't run anymore. Saran, are they catching up? They're still behind us. Don't stop. Nirgal, look up. Look at that light in the sky. That's a shooting star. It's shining down on us. If we just tell it our wish, we can have our freedom. We will all be able to escape. We'll win our freedom and then share it with our cooler brothers and sisters. So you have to run. Quickly. We can do it. We can escape.
From the dense darkness behind comes the fierce howls of wolves and the cries of wild beasts.
Nirgal, run with me.
We ran and ran with all the strength we had. But we ended up losing each other. I escaped the hunting pack and encountered a woman that could fly. Cloud Knight.
I imagine you kept your promise.
Unfortunately, when I led her back in order to free my Kulor companions, there was nothing left there but a bottomless pit.
The light of the devilish archer. A star of calamity that strikes the ground and leaves only devastation in its wake.
In the years that followed, I followed the trail of that light alongside my Cloud Knight allies, and saw it fall countless more times. Gradually, I came to understand. That light was not some shooting star that carried wishes and aspirations. Each Lux arrow meant that countless lives in a helpless world were about to be obliterated. I prayed to the god of the skyboat that I would never have to witness one of these shooting stars fall again. But they ignored my prayers.
That's right. They never answer us. They just let us loose in this world to massacre each other. That is why the fierce battle between us has raged to this day.
You know what this reminds me of? If I can talk about it? Yukong's companion quest. Because in that companion quest, she mentions that she fought in a war, I forget what war, an abundance war, and so many people died, and they fought so hard it was pointless. All until a Lux arrow fell from the hunt. And, you know, a lot of people kind of took it as like, wow, they've helped us. But Yukong saw that and kind of had the thought of like, so many lives were sacrificed, and for it all to be meaningless because of, or feel meaningless because the Eon was able to interfere and counter everything so quickly that at that point everything felt pointless. And here we have Fei Xiao, who also was like, I don't want to see this arrow because of what happened, of what I saw, of knowing that thousands of lives probably died. It's so fascinating, especially because the hunt is, you know, the Eon that the Xianzhou Luofu follows. And yet we have two accounts where both of them didn't exactly have the best opinion of the Eon's interference. This is fascinating. Seed of doubt for future plot. I hope so. It's very fascinating how they're proposing this, or I guess how they're throwing this into the story. From what little I've seen, Hule has some good points. I mean, that's the thing, is that a good villain will always be the hero in their mind. And so when you hear Hule, you're like, I can see how you thought this. And Shiglyu and Locha are smiling in a corner. Where's Locha? Where the frick is Locha? Either way.
If the gods who never bleed nor cry, who watch silently from above, refuse to listen to the prayers of mortals, then we have no choice but to fight for our own desires. Do you understand now, Saran? You and I are similar in more ways than you think. That was born for war and will die for war.
Perhaps. So, what is it that you yearn for, Hule? Why is it that you fight?
I fight so that I can turn the stars above into a great wilderness for the Borisin to roam. What about you, Saran?
I fight so that one day I will never have to witness another shooting star falling to the ground. So that just one more person can live and return to the Yaoqing alongside me.
You would resist becoming the person you were supposed to be. Lower yourself from a free wolf to a domesticated fox just for the sake of one person, then have it your way. I will use your fear and doubt as my nourishment. I will seize you and devour you. I will replace you and become a Shao.
We are so similar. Both monsters that were born for war and will die for war. You were right when you said that, Hule. So, I shall pray to the heavens. Even if they do not respond to me, I pray that the arrows of the hunt will pierce the heart of every monster.
We're getting so many cutscenes.
Do you see me, shooting star? The knights are sworn to protect the Xianzhou. I will uphold this vow until my very last day.
Is this where the boss fight actually comes in? Yeah!
Besides and tears of blood, and all living creatures are proud and united. I once manned the storm and hunted the weak. Now, I will use your air beast as my weapon, and your name as my prey. Fei Xiao!
Oof!
Disguises and show you how cowardly and powerless you truly are, Hule!
Oh, this is so exciting! And Yangshi's Buster God.
A wolf lurks in the heart of every Borisin and Foxy. The moment you grow weak, it will devour you.
I'm glad they gave me Fei Xiao, I'm not gonna lie. Mark, you said first on Trailblazer we see to get a glance of Eon. I was gonna say, we've gotten the Preservation, we've gotten Harmony, and now we've seen Hunt. I don't think I saw, oh no wait, we saw Destruction. You're right, we saw Destruction. Okay, that's so cool! Ah! I'm loving how this is going. Okay. Fei Xiao parts, or Inner Beast parts and Shadow of Fei Xiao are resonating. The next action will be enhanced. Toughness reduction received by parts in the resonance state increases. Toughness reduction in resonance increases. When the part is weakness broken, all the team's units advance forward. Oh, we gonna be here! I'm so excited.
The dice have been cast.
First and foremost.
Or maybe I'll take it all. Oh. That won't
do. Let's get rid of the paw. Let's try. Okay, we have her ult up now. Might as well use it.
Forever triumphant!
Okay, so how does this work again? I believe it tells us this is for weakness breaking.
Victory is inevitable!
Because it depends. If like they're weakness broken, I think you have to use the skill, and then if they're not weakness broken, you use the skill, and then if they are, you use your basic. I think that's how it works.
Practice is over.
X for breaking, swords are broken. That's it.
Watch your head.
My poor shields. My poor shields.
Execute the Marastruck! No one missed the Marastruck.
My word. It'd be cool to use Topaz and Robin on Fei Xiao. It's true. If I had known this is how it would have worked, I would have stuck with my imaginary, my follow-up team. But alas, I had no idea. We make our choices and we run with it.
And your life will be stolen. Fight to the death, and you shall live forever!
Plus, I'm not really using a lot of follow-ups either.
I swear to be
Forever triumphant!
Okay.
Victory is inevitable!
Watch your head.
We just got. If we could just keep my Adventurion's shields up, we'll be okay. But because it relies on follow-up, it's a little difficult. Just fear. All right, look, we got it. Pressure's on. Weakness goes back.
It wants to devour me. It will first have to beg for my mercy. Never hesitate.
That won't do.
Okay. Only on YouTube. Hi. Never seen a base boss tear through a veteran's shield like that. I know, right? I was kind of surprised. I have 4,000 defense on him. Well,
time for swordplay.
I swear.
Okay, let me get. Let's see. Can weakness break this? So I'm gonna go for this one. There you go, nice.
No one missed the Mars
Killer, where I have something. We have nice rain. Ah!
By the order of the
Kinda
10
jealous.
lords.
I wish it would rain here.
Execute the Marastruck!
Could break this. I can't break that, so this is it is.
Your fangs and claws have grown dull. Fearless knows not fear.
That won't do.
Hedge your bets.
Oh, maybe I should have done my skill again. No, wait. Here we go. Attack with this. While your weakness broke, we'll just summon this. Once again, very interesting team cut we got going on here.
Spell of fear. Forever triumphant. Victory is inevitable.
Whoa, look at that damage. Nice.
Never hesitate.
That won't do.
Do you admit this crime?
okay, although there's one other part to this, it looks like. We'll just keep doing a basic attack. Ouch! Dang it. All the stacks are gone.
Your move, Hule.
Fear. That won't do. No amnesty for Marstruck.
Do I save Fei Xiao's ult for the next part? We're kind of close to it. I feel like it could be good to do that.
It's on me.
I'm gonna get the shield up a little bit more. I have some concerns. I'll back up. I wasn't quick enough. I should have triggered my ult sooner.
Order of the Ten Lords, execute the Marstruck! No amnesty for Marstruck.
Share your own flaws.
I'm gonna save it. It's like,
Time for sword play.
come on, please, please just perish.
That won't do.
There we go. Ult on you again.
Or maybe I'll take it all.
I swear.
Bring Fei Xiao back. Let's take care of you.
Victory is inevitable.
And let's go again.
I swear to be the arrowhead.
Forever triumphant. Check, check. Victory is
Oh, I used my axe. I shouldn't have mashed it. Okay. Well, you're doing okay. So let's attack the wolf. Pillar Fei Xiao's attractive. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, my dude.
Opportunity doesn't knock on its own.
Alright, that's enough being silly. Back to fighting.
Do you admit this crime? No amnesty for Marstruck. Never hesitate.
Ouch!
How many can you block?
Do a basic attack.
That won't
Oh, come on. What's my inventory start? Oh, there it is.
Spend freely.
Put him up again.
The dice.
Who's playing jazz music? I might have it on a quick
Or
button.
maybe I'll take it all.
Okay, nice. Good
swear
Fei Xiao. Let's get rid of this guy. The little paw. Dang it, I was hoping I could use one of the other ones. I just broke those! Break the weakness? Is that what it said? Hold on. Is removed. You missed it. Hold on. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Okay. Okay. Good. That's what I thought. I saw weakness broke it, but I didn't see what the result would be.
No time like the present.
I think I would have a better chance of breaking this one. Yeah, I saw Alpha Beta.
That won't do.
No amnesty for Marstruck. Time for sword play.
Maybe, yeah, I can do it this way and then get to the stacks. And then I can weakness break the middle.
Marstruck. No amnesty for Marstruck.
Now we just need one more. So, but Shui will go before Fei Xiao. Or bad Fei Xiao, I should say. So we should be good.
Never hesitate.
Oh, Shui hold to carry. I'm actually really happy about my Shui. I know there's better Shuis, but I love her so much, man.
That won't do. I swear to be.
Let's fight against this one.
Victory is inevitable. Do you admit this crime?
Damage. Here we go, Shui. Trigger more follow-up.
Sure, all day long.
Actions are advanced. Good. We're okay on shield. Actually, our shield's about to disappear. But if I do my skill, I'm gonna not have enough for Fei Xiao. I'm gonna try to risk it for this. This is probably a bad idea. Okay, I'm gonna do a basic with. Everyone's still got a decent amount of shield though. Oh shoot, Yang-Ching, I am so sorry, my dude! I'm so sorry for what is happening to your health. Let's see. We could do my skill, we'll be able to do the ult. And then we could get a face shot a little bit of the shield down. Never hesitate! Do that.
I swear to
Let's do this.
Victory is inevitable! How many
Is he down? No. We're got about 39% more health left. 39% more health.
That won't do. Practice is over. Swords descend!
Hedge your bets.
Okay. If I do Adventuring's auto, I'll be able to use his ult.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Then I'll get my shield back up.
It's time.
Use Wei's skill. Ah, so close to the ult. Get our shield back up. Okay, at least break this. So.
That won't do. I swear to be the end.
Let's. Ooh, we're so close to breaking. The turn order doesn't seem to be affected too much by choose. So I'm gonna go for this one, I think, just because it also has the quantum weakness and Shui can get stacks from it, hitting him. I think Ying-Ching's dead. Oh no, he's not!
By the order of the Ten Lords.
Good. Let's do this. Although I probably should have waited until Shui hit so that I could get like more stacks. I think I timed that poorly. I did time that poorly.
The Marstruck.
Have enough. If I do the skill, I'll have enough for Aventuring's shield to go up again. We're gonna need it.
Sure, I'll play along. It's on me.
Auto. And Shui can break this.
No amnesty for Marstruck.
And now we're gonna get Fei Xiao's ult so that we can break this because Shui didn't hit it at all.
Victory is inevitable!
Nice one. Nice one. Okay. We'll be okay. I think. Let's see, Aventuring's next. Let's do skill. Nearly there, nearly there. By hit. Trigger Aventuring's follow up. We'll use his ult. Let me get lucky and get 7.
Take it all.
2.
Hunting game ends here.
If Fei Xiao is knocked out, the battle will immediately be over. Oh wait, her ult's up.
Wolf in my heart, come to me. We shall conquer as one. Forever triumphant. Victory is inevitable.
I love that transition they did.
only enemy has always been myself.
General. General, you're awake.
Woo! Wolf hunt mission has finally come to a smooth end. Chizu! Oh, thanks to Yang-Ching! As the warhead is defeated and slain, wolf troopers can no longer resist or could be overwhelmed by the Cloud Knights. Place in mode so find Jiacho, who is at death's door! Not dead, but at death's door! And this time, there's one more business that must be settled with the affair around Hule's jailbreak. Geek for a reason. That was only on YouTube. For Lingsha?
I'd like to hear their explanations.
Okay, it's for Lingsha now. Let's see what happens.
Oh, hey!
Oh, hey!
Welcome, Miss Lingsha. I am Preceptor Tauron.
Greetings, my honored preceptor. It's been a while since we last touched base. I've brought a friend with me today. I believe you're already familiar with each other.
Tauron. Elder Tauron? I remember when I was exiled, you were on the verge of passing on. What's with this new look? All of this is thanks to your past life. Had you not been so rash, I wouldn't have had to walk such a dangerous road to free our clan, becoming this specter of my former self.
Oof, sorry, bud.
Dan Heng, you've returned twice, but it seems that meeting us fossils wasn't on your agenda. Regrettable indeed. Now here you are to meet me anyway. Life does love its ironies, doesn't it? I didn't come here with Miss Lingsha today to reminisce. Indeed. When the Cauldron Master extends an invitation, it's only proper for the Preceptors to attend.
As the newly appointed Cauldron Master, there's been much to take care of within the Alchemy Commission. It's only now that I've had the chance to speak with you. Please forgive the delay, Elder. I sent over some evidence regarding the prison break in the Shackling Prison. I trust you've already looked it over.
Yes. You sent us the remains of Mara-struck soldiers, a map of the Shackling Prison, and a semblance reversion essence pill.
These are the remains of assassins who used Cloud Hymn magic to conceal their tracks. They aided in the Borisons' escape, allowing them unimpeded passage through the Shackling Prison. That marked-up map is a map of prisoners' escape routes. Vidyadhara craftsmen once made blueprints for the prison's construction, so I imagine, Mr. Tauron, you have a similar map in your possession. This pill
is semblance reversion essence. Indeed. I helped plot the prison break in the Shackling Prison.
So the
She's like, I had a whole thing set up.
The Lord Ravager to stir up trouble in the Alchemy Commission.
Hydrate.
The introduction of the Stellaron and the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection all have something to do with the Vidyadhara.
Let me reread this. Introduction to Stellaron.
That's right.
This is not unexpected, but it still brings me pain.
You were sent here by the General to hear my confession, weren't you? If there's even a shred of empathy in you, you should understand the reasons behind everything I've done. Ever since the sedition of Imbibador Lune, the population of the Vidyadhara has dwindled. With the High Elder exiled, a few of us Preceptors had to do what we could to turn the tide. My methods might have been drastic, perhaps even incomprehensible. But it was all for one cause. The survival of the Vidyadhara. Yet, the Xianzhou natives zealously forbid any plague marks and did nothing while the Vidyadhara suffered. Dan Heng, Lingsha, as Vidyadhara, you should understand the desperation behind my actions. All I've tried to do is to ensure our survival.
I'm well aware of the challenges the Vidyadhara face. Fighting for survival isn't a sin.
But Elder, your actions have gone beyond mere survival. You've become a beast driven solely by the propagation, devoid of even a hint of empathy.
Propagation, you say?
Oh. Despite calling ourselves a noble draconic bloodline, at our core, we're merely bipedal beasts. The survival of our kind is paramount. If I hadn't resorted to beastly actions, the Vidyadhara might not even exist. The sages show no mercy, as the old wisdom goes. When the High Elder abandoned our people's survival, I had to shoulder the world's sins alone. Lingsha, Danheng, the past is behind us. But the future of the Vidyadhara still lies within your grasp. The situation on the Xianzhou Luofu has changed rapidly. As Vidyadhara, we must unite in purpose and avoid the mistakes of the previous Imbibitor Lunae.
He says right to his face.
I was initially skeptical about the Vidyadhara's betrayal of the Alliance. But after hearing your confession, I realized that there is no point in talking about trust. Breaking the covenant of our alliance will bring war upon the Vidyadhara. Even if we are able to have offspring again, what difference will it make?
Once my plan succeeds, the Alliance will see the Vidyadhara as their saviors. Because both parties ultimately share the same interests.
So now that survival won't convince us, you want to talk about interests?
For 1,000 years, the Alliance has been engaged in brutal warfare against the denizens of abundance. Yet victory has remained beyond reach. Have you ever wondered why? Should the Alliance emerge victorious, they will inevitably become the next denizens of abundance. However, if they suffer defeat, the Alliance will face extinction. Thus, the Alliance has deceitfully upheld this precarious balance. However, I have a way to escape from this dilemma.
Let me remember. Alliance has emerged. Viewer wonder why Alliance should emerge victorious. They will never become the next denizens. Alliance will face extinction. Alliance has deceitfully upheld this balance.
The Alliance's path to salvation lies within the secret of dragon transmutation. Imagine if there were a way to transform other life forms into Vidyadhara. The Alliance would then possess an endless stream of soldiers. It would not need to worry about casualties.
This is quite literally what Hule wanted when it came to the Foxies and Borises. Or at least that was his attempt to, like, make more of them. We just gotta change it, guys!
Once the war ended, these soldiers would cease reproduction, eliminating concerns of overpopulation. This is the way to salvation for the Xianzhou Alliance. The ultimate path to end the universe's suffering under the immortality plague. Only we, the Vidyadhara, can achieve this.
So, you relied on this rhetoric to manipulate the ignorant members of the Vidyadhara into serving you. I am deeply disappointed in you, Elder. Your thoughts and intentions are completely devoid of empathy. Cloud Knights!
Hold it!
Bailu?
Miss Bailu!
Mr. Danheng and Sister Lingsha! Everyone's here?
You think I don't know why you're really here? Jing Yuan sent you here to test me, didn't he? According to the oath between the Alliance and the Vidyadhara, it's forbidden to spill Vidyadhara blood on their own territory. Are you all ready to violate this oath in the presence of the Luofu's High Elder?
Dragon Lady, there's no need to panic. Elder, the Vidyadhara's sacred grounds and the High Elder are not to be used as pawns in exchange for your life.
You talk a big game. As if you have the nation and the people's best interests at heart. But when it really matters, you use a small girl as your shield. It's ridiculously pitiful.
You know what this reminded me of? So I saw... Okay. if memory serves, Jing Yuan told Lingsha that one reason why her master got banished is because of like helping the previous Imbibitor Lune transform someone. And I believe people were thinking that Bailu used to be one of Dan Heng's friends who died, and then Dan Heng someone did a ritual to change it so that they became Bailu and became a Vidyadhara. And so that was Dan Heng and Lingsha's master, if I'm understanding it right. So when Dan Heng saw Bailu, there was a sense of like urgency in his voice, and I think it's because of maybe a little bit of that past slip through. That's what I'm thinking. Post link not working. I had to split a letter with a period. Yeah, if somehow a site exists, it will get blocked. Heavily applied Bailu is Bai Hong. Yes, exactly. And I just remembered that when Dan Heng kind of reacted the way he did when he saw Bailu, and I was like, oh, right! Because he probably was like, wait. I went through so much work to get her to live! Yeah. Chizu, all I can think of is when I see this... See these is Eminence in Shadow? What is Eminence in Shadow? And then here he's saying, like, you use a small girl as your shield. It's like, gotta revert back. Yeah, no, Alpha Beta, that's what I'm saying as well. Fearchair's right. It is heavily implied Bailu is Bai Heng, and that the ritual that Dan Heng did that got him banished, and the ritual that Lingsha's master did are one and the same, and they were the one that changed Bai Heng into Bailu. It's not confirmed, but it's pretty implied.
I've said it before.
Dragon Transmutation, as he says.
Survival is never a sin. We are all Vidyadhara, so you should understand my intentions. And as a Vidyadhara, I will leave for you a dignified solution.
That's also probably why they're involved, is because they're connected to this idea of dragon transmutation. They both have a history somewhat connected to it.
Leave the Scale Gorge waterscape immediately, and appeal to the top echelons of the Alliance. Let the 6 charioteers hold a trial, and sentence me to exuviation and rebirth.
Exuviation?
I see right through your plans, Mr. Tauron. Vidyadhara rebirth erases past crimes, but I'm well aware of the Preceptor's dirty tricks during rebirth. You might not be you, but you will still be you. I won't forgive myself for past sins under the pretext of knowing nothing, nor will I allow you to evade accountability.
Dan Heng, I've always disliked your inability to see the bigger picture. Rebirth hasn't changed you one bit.
Miss Bailu, as High Elder of the Lawfu Vidyadhara, please share your thoughts at this moment.
Kind of want Bailu just be like, I don't know what the frick is going on! Can I go home? I just want food! I just want food! Oli on YouTube said Jing Yuan even talks regularly with Bailu as he knew about Bai Heng. Yes. He's unfortunately, Jing Yuan has seen a lot of his friends change or pass away.
I don't want to stay here. I'm tired of being pushed around. I'm not some puppet to be controlled. Please, take me away with you.
I understand. As the oath dictates, members of the Alliance are forbidden from harming Vidyadhara here. But I've long since severed ties with the Alliance. Right now, I'm simply a nameless, free to come and go as I please.
Yeah!
The oath of the Xianzhou means nothing to the spear in my hand.
Yo! Yo!
Do whatever it takes.
That was sick. Oh, we have Link Shot.
Risk warning.
This is a little bit overkill. Deserved? Bro, that was brutal. Oh, this team comp kind of sucks, though.
The truth burns clear as a flame. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Thanks for the hydrate. Well, might as well do this.
Of your body and mind.
Okay, let's work on this middle guy. Oh.
SAS per
I was about to
Kibbe.
say, Roy, you need to put break effect. I don't need break effect.
Measure of truth and falsehood.
We'll be fine.
Hedge your bets.
But it does make sense for break effect because it would work well with Link Chef, but we've seen it.
Let the valuation begin.
Careful with hydrate, we don't want to put you out. What do you mean? I have a whole thing of water here. I'm not sure what that means. I'm gonna walk about. No worries, Quentin. Have a good lurk, and or thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good one.
Whenever you're ready.
Well, thanks for the hydrate.
Yeah.
I'm asking questions. A test.
Oh gosh, another one. Thanks for the hydrate. Put you out because you are fire. Oh, that makes sense. Don't worry, I have an eternal flame. It will take a lot for my fire to go out.
Dragon Lady, are you all right?
I'm fine. Thank you for rescuing me.
Aww. Oh, hey!
You actually came here in person?
Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to hear your lofty opinions. The public trial you seek with the 6 charioteers is inevitable. In addition, I'll write to the Sage Queller of the Feng Hu. With her hatred for evil, I'm sure she will make a just decision.
If it's her, she will earn the respect and assent of all the Vidyadhara on the Lafu.
In terms of martial prowess, you indeed have the upper hand. But if you're under the impression that this advantage can be used to settle the score with us preceptors, that's quite an overestimation.
Did you just tusk General Jing Yuan? Dang, dude. Like actual, you took the time to do that. Wow, you took the time after you got absolutely beat up, literally curve stomped to the ground. You took the time to puff out your freaking lips and just go. Bro, okay, you still gotta find it, yeah.
Given the Vidyadhara's foundation within the Alliance, do you really think you can do anything to us? As I mentioned, I'll take all the blame and become the scapegoat. With the secrets I possess, the interrogation alone will take an eternity. And in the end, through various exchanges of interest, I am certain to survive. You understand this better than anyone, as it's the very art of trade-offs you love to wield. Lastly, a word of caution to you. I heard that Hule has escaped from prison and is headed directly for the Sky Splitter. The bloodshed at the war dance is bound to be gruesome. Perhaps, even before my trial, your impeachment will have you in dire straits first.
Regrettably, Mr. Taoran, the Sky Splitter only hosted Cloud Knights today. No audience. And just moments ago, Hule was executed by the Cloud Knights.
Yeah, dude, I hate to break it to you, but Hule turned to dust. Sorry. Oof, that laugh is the laugh of a broken man. Operation Wolf Shutdown has ended. The messengers from the Alchemy Commission are calm and stuff has happened. Meanwhile, the Alchemy Commission, I'm mourning for someone.
Miss March!
The Trailblazer's actually crying. All right, well, gotta get into emotion. Get into character. Hold on. Marge, I didn't think you'd. There's so much we didn't have a chance to say.
Miss March! My dear Miss March!
I was only in the bathroom for a little bit, and you've already arranged my death? Hey, can't you play some normal games with Dragon Lady?
I can still hear her voice to this day. It feels like yesterday I could hear it. It feels like so recent and yet so long ago. It's been ages. Wait, I just noticed the dialogue. A zombie!
Are you amused?
Yes, immensely.
All right, enough playing. It's time to visit my masters.
The infirmary is right over there. You can go by yourselves. Oh, come back and visit me when you have time.
Next time, let's not play overly realistic make-believe with this doofus, okay?
Well, there's not much I could do. General Fei Shao didn't really give me any chance to shine during this wolf hunt operation. If I had been in the ring, I could have knocked down 10 Hulays with just one strike.
I do appreciate that the Trailblazer is, at least the female voice is now a little bit more, like, happy-go-lucky, because before it was very much like,
the world is dark and scary. I have no idea where I am, or where I came from, or who I knew before.
And now it's just like, I could have taken it, because I'm amazing. I do appreciate that change.
You sound exactly like Master Yenqing. But for now, both he and Yun Li have been forced to go to the Alchemy Commission for some well-needed rest. I'm the least accomplished in swordplay, but I came out unscathed. I really ought to thank my masters for taking all the blows on my behalf.
More like Lumine. Okay, well, walk around a bit. Bye, Lou. You feeling well? If you look fine to me, there's nothing wrong with your body. I'll give you some sweets and close your file. Of course, you're free. Please take me out on a stroll. Wouldn't that be rather inappropriate for the doctor to run away? You're right. Wait till I finally settle the backlog of patients or when I grow taller. That's when I'll take a long vacation and travel beyond the Xianzhou. Since my last escape, the mates and healers have stopped watching over me as closely as before. I tried sneaking out a few times. There was still someone following me, but they no longer ran after me like I was a fugitive. Is that a good sign or a bad sign? Sneaking out for fun seems less of a thrill now than before. By the way, what can I do for you? Let's have a chat. Have you been busy lately? Following the crisis, influx of patients. As a healer lady, I've been having a full plate. Can you handle the workload at the Alchemy Commission? I can manage, but I'm not sure about the others in the mission. As the saying goes, when the world suffers, one feels the pain within oneself. As a healer, I must fulfill my obligation. What's that thing on your tail? Talking about it makes my blood boil. The preceptors call it the Dragon Horn Pillory, which is a noble jewelry piece exclusive to the High Elders of the Vidyadhara. They are treating me like a 3-year-old. This heavy thing drags my tail down and you can't even take it off when sleeping. Think jewelry is supposed to be like that? I suspect this is what prevents me from growing taller. Are you really the High Elder? I'm slightly different from my predecessors, probably because I haven't grown tall enough yet. Don't think too much about my role among the Vidyadhara. Just think of me as a healer. At the very least, my ability to treat illnesses is beyond doubt. Prescribe some meds for me. You don't look sick to me. Anyway, I suggest you get yourself a smoked beef burger first, if you're still feeling well. After that, come see me. What kind of prescription is that? Just follow the prescription. Listen to the doctor! If you don't believe me, then I'll explain its pharmacology to you. The grass-fed beef represents wood element, iron is to cook. Man, all this talk of food makes me wonder if Zhao Cho's okay. Surely he's okay, right? He was on death's door, but surely he's okay. I can't make up this stuff anymore. Anyway, the balanced presence is a stable order of 5 elements and the beef will bring about health. In fact, that smoked food could remove extra moisture in the body, makes the dish a healthy, fast option. I have a desire to throw Bailu at a cloud.
He's just a sweet bean, though.
There are a few more revelations that await you. Sounds like it. I'm trying to keep my eye out so that I don't miss anything. I feel like Bailu might get more grown up. That'd be cool. I want to see a Bailu-shaped hole in the clouds. Oh, there's a lot of clouds. Might happen. Oh, hey! Oh, we're learning about Yang-Chi's condition.
Look who's here. The beloved Trailblazer and the charming March 7th.
Only on YouTube. I'd beg my doctor's price prescribe me some burgers. Imagine if burgers solved the problem. But man, the grease in burgers is a little much for me lately. Welcome back, Quentin.
You came to the Alchemy Commission today. Oh, I get it. You are here with March to visit her masters, aren't you?
Just my blink really quick.
Exactly. How are my masters doing at the moment?
Unfortunately, only one master is here. I'm doing fine.
Master Yang-Chi didn't make it! Did Master Yunli run out on her own?
I'm just following the doctor's advice. Miss Bailu said I could take a stroll, so here I am. Your Master Yenching wasn't as lucky. He's probably still in bed.
Still in bed means he's okay, though.
Considering the intense battle with Hule, and then with General Fei Xiao, the rigorous sparring session with her. His small body couldn't take it anymore.
Master Yunli, didn't you also engage in combat?
The little babies from the Luofu just don't have the resilience that us kids from the Zhuming have.
That means Zhao Cho's okay, though, right? Because he's got more resistance, right? Resilience, I mean.
I heard from Modza about the tough battle against the wolf troopers. You fought alongside Modza. Did you get hurt?
The enemies were mostly taken care of by General Fei Xiao. Now that I think about it, didn't really have a chance to get her.
I heard a few versions of the story from the Cloud Knights who were there. The number of wolf troopers went from a few dozen to thousands. And the number keeps rising. It's becoming more absurd by the minute.
Yunli, go and lie down.
Got it, Lingsha.
What about that smiley fox healer? And the guy with the hood?
Oh boy.
Thank goodness you and the others found Zhao Cho.
Yes!
He lost a lot of blood and needs to rest properly. He and Maoza are seriously wounded. I've had to forcibly confine them to the Alchemy Commission.
Good, he's still alive. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, and it looks like a straighten. We'll do that real quick. Here we go. Time to straighten. Ah! Ah! Glad he's okay. I was worried about Zhao Cho, man. Because that art made it look like he was in a bad spot.
All 3 from the Yaoqing are critically injured. But fortunately, the Xianzhou Laofu has a miraculous healer lady. It's a silver lining in this misfortune. It looks like the entire delegation from the Xianzhou Yaoqing is gathered at the Alchemy Commission. Why don't we go see General Fei Xiao and bring her some fruit? I would normally say no, because they need to rest. But alas, what can you do when the 2 of them have a leader who is just as restless? General Fei Xiao just slipped out of the recovery room. She thinks she's so sneaky, but I know everything that happens in the Alchemy Commission. If you're looking to meet her, the luminescent depths might be your best bet. I spotted her heading that way earlier.
The sound of those footsteps.
Oh.
They must belong to General Fei Xiao. Out and about, despite the doctor's orders.
Oh.
What a coincidence. Someone else who refuses to listen to the doctor's orders.
Well, being a doctor myself, I don't think my knowledge of my own body is inferior to the Dragon Lady's.
The healer does not heal himself. Don't try to act tough in front of me. I'm sorry, Jiao Cho. I didn't expect you to use poison that way. What a miscalculation. If only I'd found you sooner. If only I hadn't sent you to the shackling prison.
The way you're speaking, is this really the Fei Xiao I know? Or could it be a Borisin assassin, imitating your voice to take my life?
Jiao Cho, your eyes. You can't see anymore, can you?
I can still clearly hear the sound of the waves. That's enough for me.
Oof, wow. He did actually go blind. Or mostly blind. So all this time, his like eyes closed thing is now actually real. He's blind. Wow.
Don't blame yourself. You know what I'm more concerned about? Has your body had any changes since you swallowed the Crimson Moon?
I'm not sure. There don't appear to be any changes. However, the many doubts that once plagued me have dissipated.
I never thought I'd live to hear you discuss your health again. But thanks to Morza and that child, the price I've paid seems trivial compared to what we've achieved. I hold no grievances, Fei Xiao. I am content.
I don't know how to offer words of comfort, nor do I know much about curing others' ailments. I am just a warrior, so my pledge to you is simple.
An eye for an eye.
So you were here too.
In this vast universe, there's bound to be someone who can heal your eyes. I'll find them. But until then...
The threat behind all this chaos needs to be dealt with. You must already have some ideas. Let them out.
The resurgence of the Sanctus Medicus and the gathering of the Borisin are merely distractions orchestrated by an unseen force, meant to divide the Alliance's attention. Unfortunately, they picked the wrong fight this time. Once we return to the Yaoqing, I'll personally lead the Verdant Knights into battle. I vow to take down a Lord Ravager and teach the Ruined Legion the true meaning of the hunt.
I knew it. You've always been so impatient.
Ooh, Seed of Divine Foresight. There's something I want to add. I don't know if this is the appropriate time to say it, but I want to add to it while I think of it.
Once again.
So, you know Jiao Cho? The one thing I did see... I tried to stay as spoiler-free as I could. The one thing I did see is... if you have Jiao Cho, after this quest, people notice that Jiao Cho's eyes are not as bright as they used to be. So, they also change how his model looks in-game to compensate this. Because I believe in the photo little mode, you can change like their expressions. There's one where he can open his eyes, and it's not as bright as it used to be. It's actually darker now. So... that's what I saw people say, at least. And I saw a video of it where someone compared side by side of like the difference between Zhao Cho's eyes before and after the quest. But I also don't know if it was fake. But that's what I saw. It was one of those things where, like, when Zhao Cho said, like, I can hear, like, someone coming or something, that's when everything clicked, and I was like, oh no, oh no.
The Alchemy Commission detained me for some time for a health examination. They released me only after ensuring I was in good condition.
Oh, General, seeing you safe and sound puts our minds at ease. Hulei's escape caused significant upheaval and forced the war dance to be put on hold. A truly unforeseen disaster. Fortunately, the younger generation showed their valor. They bravely tackled the crisis, putting an end to the disaster and providing a glimmer of hope in a dire situation.
Before Master Diviner Fu Xuan's departure for the Yutre, I consulted with her about the war dance. She left a note stating, "The hexagram oscillates between thunder and heaven, a sign of great power," assuring us that we would successfully navigate any challenges. She advised me to trust the younger generation's abilities and let them lead. Her predictions, it appears, have come true.
Hey, Fishman called all of this before she left for the Timo let us now Melissa needs to attend to him at all times. He's gotta have someone nearby, it seems. Unless he figures out a way to navigate by himself.
It's just... the Xianzhou Luo Fu's long-standing duty of keeping Hulei imprisoned ended with his death on the Sky Splitter. This event is likely to bring much criticism from the Alliance's upper ranks.
However, Hulei's demise might actually be a blessing in disguise. Broadcasting this news could derail the Borison's resurgence and quash the ambitions of those who wish to take advantage of his return. Hand over Hulei's remains to the Xianzhou Yaoqing, and I'll handle the explanations to the Alliance. But what about the war dance? While the Wolf Hunt mission was a success, the events on the Sky Splitter remain a secret. However, the news of the Borison's attacks on the streets will spread like wildfire.
The war dance was interrupted, so it must be reconvened. As for the people who witnessed the attacks, beyond placating them, we also need to show them the Xianzhou Cloud Knight's fearless dedication. On the war dance's opening day, Rogue Borison attempted to stir up panic, but was swiftly neutralized by the Merlin's Claw and the Cloud Knights. A genuine tale of heroism that will captivate and calm the public.
As Elder Huayan suggests, the Luo Fu will do its best to heal the wounded and compensate those who were affected. We aim to reopen the war dance in the coming weeks.
This settles the immediate concerns on the Luo Fu, but my thoughts linger on the orchestrator behind these events. From the onset of the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, the Xianzhou Luo Fu has experienced numerous disturbances, directly linked to the Lord Ravager Fantilia.
Her attempt to infiltrate the Xianzhou with the Borison and sway the Luo Fu preceptors to join the Sanctus Medicus's insurrection was unsuccessful. But I have a feeling that she is indifferent to the success of her plans.
Rather than outright victory, Fantilia's motives seem to lie in breeding discord and chaos among allies. Should the Alliance fail to mend these rifts, it risks disintegrating into a pile of sand.
The goal of the Xianzhou Alliance has not changed for thousands of years. Perhaps we should point the weapon in our hand toward this new adversary. I plan to bring this matter before the Marshal following the war dance.
With Elder Huayan's insight, one wonders how the Marshal will react.
It's clear we're engaged in a game of chess not seen in thousands of Amber eras. A game where even the strategists become pawns in battle, where the stakes are as high as the fates of countless stars in the sky. Predicting the Marshal's decision is beyond me, yet she's well aware of our concerns. She has tasked General Yao Guang with performing extrapolations day and night to gauge the situation comprehensively. We gathered today not just to tackle the Luofu's predicaments, but also to address a matter requiring our collective presence. Yao Guang has sent a message from the Xianzhou Yuchui, informing us that she wishes to share the results of recent calculations she made within the Matrix.
Oh!
Jing Yuan, I'd like to borrow the seat of Divine Foresight's chessboard for this purpose.
Ancient bell has been struck in the depths of Xianzhou Yuchui. Sound waves and stuff. Or from the chessboard grid waving the
Hello, everyone. It's been a long time. Over 3 decades have passed since we last convened. I've dearly missed each of you generals during this time.
Why is this symbol here? What? Okay, 3 decades since past since we last convened.
Was the seer strategist thinking of us or thinking of the fates we're destined for?
The Merlin's Claw. As blunt as always. Though, not everyone's cup of tea, huh? You once told Jing Yuan, "You're lucky that I'm the one who came this time. If it were the seer strategist, this conversation might not be so friendly."
Oh!
I'm intrigued. Did the conversation really come to pass?
Oh!
I've never heard anyone mention that the Decalite reflection barrier could eavesdrop on even the quietest whispers. It appears that the Marshal sent not just 2 generals to the Luofu, but an uninvited 3rd guest as well.
People have been saying that Mr. Jing Yuan's intellect shines as brightly as the seer strategist's. With the Luofu caught in such strife, the Yuchui couldn't just stand by and watch.
Seer strategist, our time with the Yellow Bell is limited. Let's get straight to the point.
Alright. Thanks to Mr. Jing Yuan, the interrogation of the 2 prisoners on the Yuchui has concluded.
Oh my gosh! 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 Thank you for the hydrate. Oh my gosh!
Mr. Jing Yuan's speculations were correct. Of the crimes they confessed to, planting a Stellaron on the Luofu was a complete fabrication meant to mislead. Their real aim was to secure a meeting with the Marshal to present their Godslayer protocol. A strategy they firmly believe in.
And what was this grand strategy proposed by Jing Liu and that traveler?
The narrative they painted was vast and difficult to put into words. It all revolves around the coffin of the blonde traveler. To be precise, it's the remnants of the propagation.
What? Bro, we gotta get rid of that thing. We can't let the propagation come back. But wait, the remnants of the propagation. Wait. Hold on. That means that the remnants of propagation's dead? Like officially?
The remains of the swarm author?
More accurately, it's a fragment of the divine body.
Oh.
In the future they depicted, this fragment serves as the final nail, sealing the fate of the plague's author and securing its doom. Before reaching that point, battling the gods necessitates a larger alliance. Hence, they sought out an ally for the Xianzhou. I assume you've all heard of the famed Genius Society member number 81, Ron Mei?
Is this why she was testing propagation stuff?
The eye of the Yuchui has just seen this uninvited guest arrive on the Xianzhou Luofu. 3, 2, 1. Right on time. Now, as for the best way to receive our distinguished guest, I'll leave that in your capable hands. Do you remember your name? My name is Ting Yun. I serve as an ambassador.
Oh my gosh!
Sizzling Flames Merchant Guild on the Xianzhou Luofu.
Okay, I was wondering about this because there was a part where Fei Xiao was talking to Yukong and they mentioned a crash site and then Ron Mei saw it. Was the crash site Ting Yun's ship? gosh, Ting Yun's alive or got brought back alive. Listen, with Ron May, who freaking knows? But oh my gosh, I wonder what she really looks like. What she actually is going to be like. And Lee, become a visitor of the Express. Cool. Whoa. Whoa. Huh? Whoa. Okay, it looks like I could do the quest, I believe now. Yeah, this is the war dance. Oh my gosh. Ron May? I wonder how many people, because like Ron May has had such a divided like reception, you know? So I wonder how many people changed their opinion about Ron May after they found out about Ting Yun. Kind of curious. I have mixed feelings about Ron May still, but I'm very interested to see what happens with Ting Yun if that comes back. Holy cow. Holy cow. Oh, this is so exciting. This makes me wonder what we're gonna do for the next patch. I support people's rights as people's wrongs. Very accepted here. I really do wonder what they're gonna do for next patch. Well, next patch is Rappa. So it looks like we're going back to Penacony. I wonder if there's a patch where we're gonna go back to Belobog. It looks like we're gonna go back to Penacony, but then what after that? Tazzy Roth being brought back to deal with the same abundance. Well, keep in mind, we don't talk about leaks here. We don't talk about leaks. But find whatever you find. Yes. Which makes me all the more interested to figure out what's gonna happen next patch, man. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So exciting. Holy cow. That was a good quest. I really enjoyed that one. Pacing felt appropriate. Really liked what they did with the characters there as well. We got to see Yangqing actually prove his worth. I also love how the bickering between Yan Li and Yangqing has sort of dissolved, and there's now some sort of like at least more mutual respect that we got to see. Got to learn more about Fei Xiao, her circumstances. A little bit of a teaser with other possible future characters we might see with like the Seer strategists. Very exciting. Very exciting. They have really done a lot of improvement on the story, in my opinion. And it shows. Heading off to bed? I know, I gotta go to bed too. Quick rule of note. Tuesday, just as a reminder, Tuesday we're probably gonna do more Hat in Time. And next week, we'll probably go back to Genshin so that we can do the Scions of the Canopy tribal quest, aka Kenich's tribal quest. So I could get the rewards for that in time. Chances are I will have to do the war dance on my own time. That's unfortunately been the trend of Honkai Star Rail quests. So I end up doing it on my own time. Unless I do it when we start doing October Saturday streams. That is also an option. I was thinking October Saturday streams, we just do whatever. Whatever I'm in the mood for. I want to see Marshall Hua so badly. Dude, I would love a Fuha. Fuha, other than Otto, was my favorite. Fuha was my favorite character, playable character in Honkai Impact 3rd from what I played. And then Otto was just like overall my favorite. More Hat in Time. Okay. No, I think I want to get this quest done quickly, so I might just record this and put it on my VOD channel. Anything else I want to bring up? My brain is kind of a little tired, so I'm not thinking totally straight. But I think that's all I wanted to cover for today. I'm gonna go and read off all the stuff that happened today. Actually, only a few things happened, so it won't take that long. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the stream today. It means a lot. I hope you had a fun time watching me react to the quest. I'm very satisfied with Starro, and I'm excited to see what they do with it in the future. It's such a good time. All right. End screen. Let's see, where's the stuff today? Oh, there's the stuff today. We got a few follows. I hope I thanked everybody. First of all, Yukino, thank you so much for the follow. Giggity, thank you so much for the follow. And Dylan Becklin, thank you for the follow. LX, you say, don't forget, gamers, get your special program tomorrow. Oh, right! The program's tomorrow. Oh, gosh, I'm gonna have to do a react video. I'm gonna have to do a react video. Shoot, that's gonna have to come later. Wake me up when they drop the captain. I'm very interested to see what little teasers they do for Genshin's next little story update. It'll be interesting. Because honestly, at this point, I'm kinda curious to figure out where they're gonna go with it. Like, there is a general direction, but I want to know what twists and turns come up, you know? I'm also interested to see what the new character will be like. It'll be good. Either way, I'm really good at this point. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to sub. Oh yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what you saw. Thank you guys so much for your support. Seriously, thank you for your support. It means a lot. I hope you enjoy your time here, because I have enjoyed mine. Thank you guys. All right, I'm gonna head out in a bit, so I'll talk to you guys later, everybody.